time it is, buddy?
Fever time.
Yeah, man!
Fire.
Everything that you carry, any luggage you take, all the ghosts you keep in hiding, they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. There's a past that keeps on calling, or if fear keeps you awake. I won't let a scar keep me from your lips. I catch every tear from your face. 'Cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you.
Come on, Mark.
Uh-oh.
It'll draw him in, like a moth to flame.
I am less afraid.
This is for the best.
Let me adjust the microphone for you, Doctor. How's that?
Have a nice night. Well? Oh, what? Now we dance. Oh, no. It's not for you. It's for them. But I have to go. Now we dance.
What is it you've got running all through your veins? Well, I'm here to tell you, you've got the fever, and it's hard to tame. What is your passion? And baby, I'll tell you what my pleasure be. Well, it's fever for the showing, Be it horror, thrills, or fantasy, they give us fever with some sci-fi. Baby, we'll burn until we supernova all night long. Keep it coming, we love a good mystery. In the day you can feel it, during the night so hot it'll bring you to your knees. Well, it's fever for the showing, be it horror, thrills, or fantasy. They give us fever with some sci-fi. Baby, we'll burn until we supernova all night long.
Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday to you all. We are going to dive into this week's episode of Yellowjackets. And look, there's going to be some discussions to be had. I'm going to defend my girl, Shauna. I'm going to lay down the case for her because I don't trust Melissa. But that's okay. We're going to get into it. We got a little poll up there for you guys because we still don't really fully know who killed Lottie. And Fletcher, we can do another one. It only allows me, I believe, 4 names. Or 4 options. So I put 4 in there. I would have put the accidental one in there as well, but there's so many players on the board that it could still be, I think, potentially. I mean, Ty's kind of out, but I don't know. She's still tripping some stuff. I don't know what her deal is yet. She's wild card.
Melissa goes to church, though.
Yeah, I don't trust anything Melissa said.
Oh.
We're going to get into it. I still got Shauna's back. I'm just saying, I did say she ain't crazy as hell. I'm just saying, Melissa, I don't trust her. I just don't trust her. I don't know if she killed Lottie for sure, but I don't trust her in the sense of her not messing with Shauna this whole time. But we'll get into it. But welcome everyone tonight. Of course, my bestie, my ride or die, Miss Dana. How you doing tonight, hun? How you feeling?
Good, ready for this episode talk. Yellow Jacket Mondays.
Oh yeah. And how about you, Mr. James from The Walking Dead Explained? How are you feeling about this episode?
Feeling good. I'm ready to hear your defense of Shauna, the most evil person in all the land.
Look, I would defend at least future Shauna. There's some stuff I can't defend. But well, we're gonna get into it, okay? There's some trippy shit that happens. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. All right, she ain't the worst one of all of them. Y'all keep thinking like she's the most evil.
We just ain't seen it all yet. You just wait till it all unfolds.
What do you know something I don't know?
No, it's a theory.
Oh. Ooh, I can't wait to hear about it. But let's see who we got hanging out with us tonight in the chat. I see a whole bunch of folks. Let's see. We got Mr. Dark Elf first and foremost, as always. Yeah, let's get it. Like and subscribe. That's right, hun. Hope you're having an awesome Monday.
What's up, Dark Elf?
Woo! We got Fletcher hanging out with us tonight. Says, just eat it, eat it, eat it, eat it. That's right. I don't know about the beat it part, but, just beat it. And it's Michael Jackson song, right? But yeah, I actually enjoyed that part because Melissa can't be trusted, and she gave her the Mari treatment. I thought I enjoyed it. But anyways, we'll get into it. Look, I'm still gonna be able to defend her. You just hear me out. You just wait. It's gonna be good. We got Bronze hanging out with us tonight. Hey, what is up, hun? Hope you're having an awesome Monday. Or Tuesday, depends on where you are in the world. It's Monday for us. We're still in the month of March, right? Technically, it's April Fool's on like the other side of the world. They get to prank people first. So watch out, folks. That's right. I'm giving everybody warning. Tomorrow is April Fool's. Don't believe a damn thing. You get shit from people. Don't believe it. Somebody tells you something, just don't even trust it. You got to verify everything tomorrow. We got Big City hanging out with us tonight. You changed your name.
He just cut it down.
I know it messed me up too because then I was like, Wait, no. But yeah, just eat it. I like it. We can turn that into a song.
Weird
got-
Al already did. I believe that's a Weird Al song.
Well, yeah, we'll make it better. Steal the bits and make them better. So that's what's up. What's up, Spectre? Hello and welcome, hun. Hope you're having a good day as well. We got the teacher in the house, Miss Jen. Welcome, welcome.
What's up,
Always
Jen?
glad to see you. She hung out with us last night. We did our first set of rewatch on Severance. We watched the first 3 episodes of season 1, and it was good having the teacher with us. I'm not gonna lie, because we took notes. I got to get these screenshots, and when we get through everything, it's gonna be fun to compare some stuff. Yeah, we was noting some things as we watched through on Severance. So we're gonna do another one Wednesday night, and we'll watch another like 3 episodes, maybe 4, kind of depending on how the night's going. And then, guys, you got to get in the Discord. I'm serious, because we're going to do a really fun giveaway, and you got to be paying attention to Severance, because you never know when the dance party's going to hit. You know, Milcheck's going to come in with all the nice incentives, and you got to get in there. You got to, you know, what is it? You got to file your, what did they have to file? You got to file the thing. Damn it. I'm trying to come up with a way to make it Sevy. But yeah, it's gonna be like a little interruption during one of the watch parties for Severance, and you guys will get to see Milcheck break it down, do a little. It'd be a nice little fun, you know, dance party moment, and then the channel will unlock for you guys to go into it, and you will enter your chance to be in the waffle party. Yeah, we got the waffle party.
Doing it, people.
Yeah. Yeah, only a few shall get to be the final waffle party. You never know what you'll get from Dana's bag of goodies. They're incentives, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yes.
Severance?
Yes. I picked out some goodies.
Nice. Oh, Terry's hanging out with us. What's up, hun? Glad to see you. Is she hanging out? Where are you at?
Yep. She is at her own home. She's not within my home. She's with her own home. We will see her tomorrow night for Taco Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Nice. Talk up my dance as a goat. Terry, I'm home. Okay, I'm gonna bring up these screenshots. But Fletcher, you is just sounding off in the chat with some stuff. I know I'm gonna miss some of it, hun. Give me a minute. I have to try to star your comments because you are definitely ready to talk. Yeah, Melissa's wild as fuck. Right? Like, I just don't trust her. Like, we're gonna get into it. There's a few things that her story when we watch back and forth don't make sense.
Weird. How do you marry the fucking lady's daughter? And it's weird. Very fucking strange and weird. I'm in love with her. Like, bullshit. Bullshit. That is so fucking weird.
It's a little weird. It's something just, I don't know. And there's more to it than that. Like, it's the conversation that, all right, because when they're going back, let me get these screenshots, and showing between the past and the present, and they showed like a scene with Shauna and Melissa after like Melissa's all heartbroken because Shauna didn't care enough about her, but yet later she's gonna act like she doesn't care about Shauna, like she never loved her. I'm like, well, why did you give a shit then?
Look at that face, though. That is just pure.
That's during a damn
evil
dream, which again is part of this crazy shit too, right? Like, what is up with this fucking dream? Like, I get this part, right? I get all this for the dream. What I don't get, because this is her conscience, right? Coming through her problem, you know, her guilt and stuff for Jackie, the fact that they're having to eat people, you know, so much potential, all that is understandable for the dream. What I don't understand, like even the hot chocolate popping up in there was comical as fuck, right? Because Coach.
Yep.
Is that not so? All of this makes sense in a dream, because we're talking about if you are having a dream, right? Any of your problems that you're going through, they kind of manifest in a dream in some way. She's got a lot of guilt. So all of this is understandable. I don't get is the butterfly, the moth, and it comes in later in an interesting way too. So I don't know. Like, everything else is pretty understandable. It's all standard crazy dream shit until these motherfuckers pop up. and then her saying, you know, something about them, you know, going to the light, and I'm like, okay, so what? I want to go back, and I'm curious. When we see flashes of the lady, not one of the girls that's going to be in the headdress, right? But there is a version of like a chick that we haven't fully seen, but we see her in some of their weird, trippy flashes where she's in the headdress. Did she have any association with moths during any of those? I'm curious if you guys in the chat know. Because I'm trying to pinpoint what the moths are going to particularly be. Like, is it just another just weird reference, or does it actually signify the forest and whatever that lady is in the headdress, like crashing through? Because the rest of their dreams, like, because we had this happen before, right? When they were huffing the gas, they had dreams that were kind of guided towards their own personal guilt or whatever. And then they got pulled into the crazier, like, wood dream, right? Where they're in the classroom and it's clearly going more into whatever has to do with the supernatural stuff. The guy with no eyes, all that shit popped off. Similar how this is tracking again, where you get normal sort of like guilt dream, fear, whatever. And then something like this literally like breaks through or pulls you into like another dream. But she kind of wakes up and we don't get to see what happens after.
Right. So do you think it was just her and playing off of when it showed the moth later? When it showed the moth later, or she saw the moth, it was when that girl was talking about, I just want a regular job. Maybe it was Melissa or whoever was like, I just want a regular job and go to college and, you know, just regular life and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Shauna saw the moth again. And she was in a regular life kind of situation, scanning stuff at the grocery store. And she saw him the first time. So could that lead to what happens at the end of the episode when they said, we're staying? You know, we don't want to go back to the grocery store life, you know?
And I think Lottie had a little bit more to do with it as well. Shauna seems to be taking notes from Lottie, even though she swears she doesn't care about Lottie. Which there's a weird power struggle going on between Nat, Lottie, and Shauna in the past. And they displayed it through the whole episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see, it's actually further in when they get back with what's his name? I want to call him Kodak. That's not his name.
Kodiak.
Yeah. I keep on calling him Kodak.
He's a camera.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I don't know what it is about the day, but it made me think that. What is up, EJ? What is up, everyone? I hope you are doing well. Rad and amazing on this beautiful day. I'm doing extra to all of it because my birthday is coming up tomorrow, even if it's on a school day, but who cares? Well, happy early birthday. You know what? You just take the whole week. We just consider the whole week EJ's birthday. So happy birthday, hun. And yeah, we'll if we're around tomorrow, I might do a gaming stream sometime tomorrow. Maybe if I can fit it in. And if you're around, well, maybe I'll come up with something for your birthday. We'll see what I can come up with. You never know. I do things like that. Sometime this week, we'll do something because I do want to make a birthday clip of some sort. The one I have actually, YouTube don't like it no more. It tells us that it's copyrighted stuff. Yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. We're gonna make a new one, right, Dana? And it's gonna be even better. How about that?
Exactly.
You know, makes you have to be a little more creative, so you know it'll be better. But happy birthday, hun, and we hope you're having a great day. Let's see. Yes, Unhinged is hanging out. Well, if it ain't my favorite kind of evil and panel. Yeah, well, you know, I hope you are having an awesome day too. Be careful, Unhinged. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Are you streaming? Let us know. I might prank you somehow tomorrow. I don't know how because you won't let us on your panel.
Well, don't tell him.
Because he don't know what I'm gonna do though.
Don't warn him. Then he's gonna be.
I know, but look, Dana, it's cool. He'll be looking for me. I'm the distraction.
You know,
it's fine. Don't worry about it, Dana. I have so many different strategies. You just have no idea. It's chaos. You gotta let it happen.
Yeah, you got to watch Scarlett. She's rooting for Shauna, and that's a telltale tale right
Well, it's
there.
not so much I'm rooting for her. I would have rooted for Natalie, but Natalie's no longer with us. So Adam, like, and I don't really like, I don't know, Melissa's not really on my, I don't like her. Lottie's dead, but she was crazy as hell. Ty's off her, about the only one that's probably good out of the group might be Van, because she may not be making it either. So we got Misty, Ty, and Shauna, and Melissa. And who out of those people do y'all think is really a good person? They all got a record.
Yep, they all
They
got a
sure
record,
do.
and it keeps on building.
I'm not sus. That's defamation. I'm not sus. I don't know if that's defamation. I just said that shit. But no, you just look, all right. Lottie started off with the we don't need to leave stuff. Shauna was all good and ready to leave, I think. She was packing, yo.
Mhm. Yeah, and I think Lottie doesn't want to leave mainly because she knows she'll be stuck in a hospital as soon as she gets back. To her, she was living a pretty crazy childhood because of her parents, and she probably actually is enjoying being out there thinking she's in touch with the forest or whatever. So
And I think the dream, so it makes me think when we see the moth later, that dream that they show at the beginning might be a past dream more than it's a present dream. Like maybe she relived it in the present, but it
Well,
seemed
I do
like
know that moths are they can signify like the life cycle and kind of both life and death. So it could be some kind of association with that, depending on, since we still don't know whether this is something supernatural. It could be signifying more death in a sense too, because that's the primary meaning of when you like see a moth in a dream. It's like the life cycle, life, death, or an attribute of one or the other.
mm-hmm. Yeah, this whole section of the episode was weird because we get 2 sets of 3 daydreams, right? 3 of them are seemingly happy. We get this, we get the Slurpee, and those are all sort of explainable, right? These girls are ready to go home. They're thinking about, things that they're going to get to do. So they're still trippy in the sense that they're having daydreams, but they're understandable. Our girls going to the bathroom, I get
Love
that
that.
one.
That was
Oh
my
my
favorite.
God.
I love
That
that
is
Misty had a daydream about a toilet and toilet paper.
all of this, right? All this explainable, right? The girls are ready to go, so they're kind of envisioning it, and it's, it is what it is. That I get. But it's when they get to, I know Nat had, well, and then we get this too. That's never good. Again, Ty, question mark, why is he popping off? I'm curious if Van would have seen him had she turned around, or was it like she can't see him at all? But that's another whole fucking mystery in and of itself. But let's see, we get the moth, we get the animals dying, right? Or was that one with Aquila? Yeah, she starts to see the stuff die. And then what, Nat kind of had like a weird deal with her or something like that in the part of the plane.
On the plane, yeah.
So again, we get these 2 sets of 3. One side sort of uplifting, wanting you to go home, while the other side is not. Now, I'm curious if this has to do with our dude with no eyes, because Ty was getting all frustrated, right, with Van, acting like she didn't want to leave, and then the dude with no eyes kind of popped off, and now we start getting these weird ass fucking daydreams. Even Natalie tells him something like, what, you can't, or whatever it is, we're leaving you behind. So I don't know. It was just weird. I can't find the one with Nat. Where did it go? It was here somewhere. It was right after that one, I thought. Oh, I missed. Oh, here it is. It's in this one. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What is up with the sets of daydreams? Because they're referenced again by Melissa later on in the episode that she starts having these weird daydreams herself after Natalie's death or something around that time.
Well, I think the show definitely is leaving stuff on purpose, riding the fence and stuff, and the whole question of is it supernatural or not that we've been asking the whole time, really. So I think it's a bunch of that, and it still doesn't necessarily point supernatural, even on Ty's side, as far as just proving it per se. But you know, with all the different dreams, like you say, the little hallucinations or daydreams, and the moth, and you know, Natalie, she never really believed in it that much, but you know, she thinks maybe something's there on the plane with her or something. But I don't know. It's riding the fence still.
Right. What about you, Dana? What are your thoughts?
I'm still 50-50 on the whole supernatural, aspect. Because again, we see, yes, they have proven something like with the frogs. Okay, so there were no screams that these girls were hearing that were supernatural. But then again, here comes these daydreams, and you have Nat seemingly, telling something to back off on the plane, that they're going home. You see these weird kind of hallucinations that the girls have. And again, like you said, the man with no eyes pop off. And we were talking before about how maybe whatever it is, if there is an it, yes, they've explained that they've seen the no-eyed man in a commercial somewhere, meaning that might be where they have seen that image, but that could be what image that it is taking, because it's something that is within Thais's mind, that it could be easier for her to, accept or deal with. So I'm still on the fence to where, yes, they have proven some stuff to not be supernatural, but then they throw curveballs at us that once again we're skating the fence. Okay, could it possibly still be? So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm still 50-50.
Especially the phone last episode or whenever it happened.
Because they seemingly explained it in a way. Like they gave enough of a TV explanation with Van being back with cancer that it's like, okay, well, maybe we're still back on the fence. And I'm curious about these sets of daydreams because, again, if whatever it is wants to keep them there, why would it not show off some trippy stuff like this? Seemingly, and it's used Jackie, I think, a few times now on Shauna, right?
Yeah,
Whatever's
especially
going
Shauna.
on.
Exactly.
And
So that
Akila would I mean, to me, Akila's visions almost make it like, yeah, y'all need to get the hell out of here, not y'all need to stay.
mhm.
I mean, she sees stuff like the bear and the empty camp, and then now the dead animals and dead crops. That
It's
seems
weird, right?
bad.
Like, it's how do you interpret it? Is it like telling them if they don't leave, winter's on its way? Or is it telling them they need to stay? And Lottie pops up on her, right? Again, Miss Little Lottie, what do you see? Lottie interprets, right? Then Lottie pops off later. She gets Shauna. And then just like the court case, the domino effect again, where Natalie is still fighting for power in her own right. But I don't know what it is. The only thing that irritates me with Shauna is how, and I think it's her frustration for not, like, she's given power and seemingly people are listening to her. But as soon as Natalie steps up, it seems as if she got irritated, but she backed off. She starts packing. And then I don't know what it is about when she's looking at Lottie, what changes. That's the only thing out of the entire episode that I can't, like, defend Shauna on because I don't completely understand what it is about. I'm trying to find the images. Here it is when they start fighting about that.
Right. And not just her, like Shauna maybe not wanting to go back to like a day job type life. I think a lot of it may have to do with the trauma she's already endured And the stuff they've done, she don't want to have to deal with that aspect. Like, yeah, well, I ate my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to deal with that trauma that I'm having here out there or something like that. I don't know.
Like this
Yeah,
Terry
so
says,
then you stay. You stay.
right?
Like fuck you for, and I'm not saying Shauna so much, but more so Lottie. Like you're really, this is rescue. Just because you want to stay out here because you don't want to go back to your shit life. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
fair to the rest of those girls.
Right.
That's not fair at all.
We'll tell them you died in the crash. See you later.
Right? Like that's what I thought was very selfish. And then when like Shauna and Thaisa kind of like jumped on board, it was almost for those same selfish reasons. I think Ty didn't want to go back because she was scared that her relationship with Van wasn't going to be accepted. And like you said, I think Shauna didn't want to go back to her mundane kind of I'm going to be this like this is going to be my life sort of shit. So you chicks stay in the wilderness, have fun, be one with nature, but don't tell everybody else they can't go home. Fuck your feelings.
Right. And I like this from Terry. She says, I think the daydreams symbolize where they are at mentally. And that could definitely be, again, going back to saying, is it just in their heads? They are under a lot of stress. They're trying to decide whether or not something is right or not. And even Akila or Keely, she's trying to figure out if what is going on is real or not, because Travis kind of told her, like, look, she ain't really, I kind of just picked you. I didn't really, think you were a prophet. So they're all dealing with their own sort of personal baggage, and it could be manifesting in these weird daydreams. They're not exactly eating. I mean, they are eating good stuff, but at the same time, imagine eating coach and stuff like that. I don't know how that affects things.
See, but now here's the thing. They had food. So I understand the whole premise of when they ate Jackie, when they ate even, Travis's younger brother, Javi. They had no need to eat coach. They weren't starving at that point. They
And
had
again, it was
animals.
like,
They
I don't
had
understand it with Shauna and Lottie. That's the only thing I
like
don't understand with Shauna. Because again, it's like she doesn't like what Lottie's doing, but she did the whole sacrifice coach to the wilderness. Like, that's a Lottie thing. Is it that she's
pretty
trying to
much.
like like she knows that they follow Lottie, so she uses that to gain power?
Lottie just
I don't
killed
know
a
what it
dude and ate
is,
his brains.
but they didn't have to eat coach. That was bullshit, and I'm
Yeah, they
sorry
didn't have to eat
that
him.
that was not for survival.
And that was like, again, giving the wilderness something. Like, that was what I didn't understand with Shauna. Like, there's a lot of stuff Shauna does that I understand where she's coming from. And I'm like, hell yeah, Shauna, let that bitch know. But when it comes to her decision making as a leader, she tends to do, like, some things I get. And then she'll do these things that have to do with like Lottie's side of thinking. And then I'm like, but you don't even believe in that. So it makes me think that she knows most of the group accepts that thought process. And in order to, because she's been trying to gain power over Natalie for whatever reason. I guess ever since the coach thing. So she's doesn't want her. I don't know what it is about her, Natalie, and then Lottie. Those three are battling it out. And Natalie's not even attempting to really battle it out. She's just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. She's
Yeah,
like, she don't care about the leadership.
She kind of took charge, and Shauna just let her kind of as they were walking out. Natalie was getting the troops all rounded up and like, let's go, and she was kind of heading the charge. Really, she just took charge, and Shauna was packed up going as well. But then the Lottie thing happened and spiraled it all down.
And these two, they battled it out. Like I said, I get Lottie. I mean, like they said, they can come back for her. She'll be all right. She got plenty of food. She took down a bear. She's fine.
Yeah.
she's good. But, and I even got, all right, maybe Shauna being a little bit, worried, whatever she saw the mall thing, it freaked her out. But again, there's something about when they were showing the camera angles of how the girls were looking at each other, and Shauna's face just changed, and I was like, what is it that is it just because of Natalie wanting to leave, or is there something else? Because she made note to say, no, I don't give a shit about it. It has nothing to do with that. I just have a bad feeling. And I'm like, all right, well, what the fuck is that about? Like, this part of the episode, I couldn't really defend Shauna on. I will
You're
say
trapped
that.
in the motherfucking wilderness. Like, you've been eating people to survive. Like, okay, you got a bad feeling, but it's still rescue. And even if going to follow that hope for rescue costs your lives, like, are we really talking about being like, oh no, we're just gonna stay and chill in the woods for another fucking winter? Like, that's the only part of this that didn't make sense to me. And like, I was for Natalie being like, you bitches are fucking crazy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what are we talking about here? Even if they made it home, come on, let's be real. They're not gonna be fucking like charged with murder and all that other stuff. Like that's probably not gonna happen. Even with whatever the two, you know, frog people say. Those girls were in such a situation that they're not going to be convicted of anything. So the whole bullshit of their witnesses and they saw everything, all they saw was some dude's head on a stick. Like they didn't see anything else. You could still say that Coach died any fucking way, and they were honoring him or whatever. I don't even think they realized that they ate him yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, that whole part. I was just like, I would have gone up to Lottie, smacked her one and said, "Let's go. We're going for this rescue. You stay here."
And Lottie was getting off on it. She was like, as soon as Shauna's was like really getting on her side and tying them, she was like smiling and like, oh hell yeah. Like I was like, what is this? I don't understand that the power dynamic with it. Like, because Lottie knows that Shauna doesn't care for her, but Lottie will definitely push the buttons to get Shauna to do things. And I'm like, what is the deal with that? That's the only thing I don't like about Shauna. If I had to pick something, is how she is doing that. But all that stuff with Melissa, look, I'm get into that. Melissa's she a lying. She lying, and I think she's fucking around. She may have. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there now.
Uh-oh.
I think Melissa is trying to frame Shauna.
For what?
Frame Shauna for what?
Lottie's murder.
Why?
So you think Melissa killed Lottie?
I do, because the way their whole that whole conversation between the two of them, where Melissa started to really like poke at Shauna, and then how she kept trying to act like, no, I never loved you, kind of thing. Like, no, that was a lie. You gave a shit about Shauna. You stalked Shauna. Say they're saying she was afraid of Shauna back then, so you stalked her while she was trying to rebury her baby. And you were into it. Like, you were pushing Shauna to be like intimate with you. So that was a lie.
And I get that.
She
I
was
completely get
tracking
that.
them. She knew about what happened at Lottie's retreat, and she's gonna act like she didn't know about the death. Well, the death has been a minute, right? It's not like it's not been a minute. Yeah, it's already been out there. What it was like an accident or something like that, or Dad didn't want it to be like a murder.
How did she plant the evidence under the fingernails?
She was already at their house. She'd been following Shauna. I'm assuming she left the phone in the bathroom. She was at Shauna's house leaving the tape, which she claimed there was a letter in there. We never see a letter, do we? I mean, not that I went back and looked a little bit before we started, unless I missed it later on. I don't think there was a letter in there.
Oh, and I agree 100% with everything you're saying. But you have to give Melissa at least. Shauna showed up to Melissa's house with a knife and was waiting to stalk. Like, Melissa
She wasn't going
totally
there
could
for
have.
Melissa, though. She was
No,
going there
but
thinking Hannah's daughter was coming after them. And
regardless,
she knew
that's still
that was a good
somebody in your
reason.
house that you could stab first and ask questions later. Like, Shauna's lucky that Melissa didn't have a fucking gun and turn around and shoot up the fucking door.
I think Shauna knew that before she walked in that was a possibility. Well, she didn't know about Melissa still being alive, right? Because Miss Melissa
So
here
Shauna
done
took the
faked her
chance.
death, got with, or they killed the mother of, they killed Hannah, right? She gets with Hannah's daughter and is acting like, no, it's real, or maybe it's kind of like guilt, remorse or whatever. Come on. And you got the
Oh
tape
no, it's
that
all
you've
weird
held
as
on
fuck.
to
I'm
all
giving
this
that to
time,
you.
and then just all of a sudden you send it to Shauna. You send it personally
I'm
to
just saying,
Shauna that you
Shauna's
don't care
lucky.
about, that you don't love, that you don't want to have nothing to do with, and then you try to placate her with the stuff that's been going on in her life. Now, mind you, I give her the fact that the breaks, because I said it from the start. After the breaks happened, and we went to the cooler, I said, all right, now maybe it's just a little bit of karma, but the phone call and that tape, that was a little bit stalker behavior, which is why I thought of Melissa in the first place, because of the way she stalked Shauna in the forest when they were younger. And she's been keeping track of them while she even said that when they said, well, how did you get away with your death, like faking your death? Oh, well, the cops don't ask questions. I left a suicide note, no body. They didn't bother to even do anything. Knowing that lets you know she knows enough about how to cover up a crime scene, or how to develop a crime scene, or no crime scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, she already knows how to fake her own death.
As far as the theory or the angle that she's trying to expose or frame, or however you may say it, Shauna, it does play into her faking her death, because now she will, even if all the girls get exposed, she doesn't matter to her, because she's not her anymore.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. It's getting heated. I do. Look, I'm not saying that she was in her house, but I'm just saying if she was stalking her, it's possible that Melissa was able to get a hair sample very easily.
But that's not what was found under her nails. Hair wasn't found under her nails.
I thought it was the
It
hair
was
that was under her nails.
no. That's what what's his name? He just had a hair sample to compare it to.
Yeah, it was
When
skin.
Was it
it was
skin? Did they
skin
say it
that
was skin?
yeah. You saw it when Misty looked
No,
in the
I
bag.
thought they found hair under the nails, and then there was the paint.
I don't think it was hair.
I'll have to go back and see then.
Yeah,
But no,
I
I'm
think
just
it was
saying it's a
skin.
possibility that she could have went in there and got some DNA evidence. Was it skin? I'll go back and see then. Look, I'm just saying, man, Melissa's and the letter. I don't know if you say Callie has it, but did they show Callie having it in the next episode? I know she took the was it the tape that she put into the drawer, or was it a letter? I know when she opened it, it didn't show a letter. I'm curious. I got to go back and find out, because I don't trust what Melissa says. I'm just saying. It's just weird. It doesn't make any sense that she's just been hanging around. She held on to the damn tape, married the chick, and she just happened to go and she said she put the stuff on the doorstep. That ain't weird. Come on. That's got to be a little strange.
Oh no,
So
everything
so
about
you think
Melissa is strange.
you think she's making up her story of my therapist, and I felt bad and I needed to get it off my conscience. That's why I did it. You think it's actually for a different reason, like she's actually trying to frame her?
It's just weird. I don't know. Either because the way she acted when she was like, because all right, Shauna particularly confronted her about like how it's because you're still in love with me or something, and then she was like, no, I never really, like later on, or maybe a few sentences later, she's like, I never loved you. Come on, you were. And she was trying to pretend like, oh, I was just afraid of you, Shauna. She was not afraid of Shauna. They even made sure to show us in this episode when they were younger that she was like telling Shauna, I can't wait to get away from you because you didn't care about me when I got my shoulder shot at. didn't I love getting her hat. There's just something not right about the situation. I'm not trying to say Shauna's a perfect person. I think they're all crazy. I just don't think Shauna's like, I think they're all equally crazy. I don't think Shauna is the most evil of them all. That's my stance with it. Like, they're all kind of crazy. I still don't know what Ty was really doing. Like, yes, Ty's not exactly sane either. She tried to kill a man in the bed today. I mean, she was going to do it. And I think she still will. I don't think we're done with Ty possibly going to murder somebody, all in the name of a van.
I don't either.
And Misty's willing to clean it up. I mean, who here is actually a saint? Jeff. He's about the only one I feel sorry for. I don't even feel sorry for Callie, because Callie's manipulating her dad. Has been trying to manipulate mom. She's, no different than mom in a lot of respects. She's trying to act like, oh, mom's crazy. But then when dad pops off about how, to the, what is it, the Joels or whatever. And he's like, yeah, have you never had like a crazy woman before, or however he said it? And then Callie was all happy. Like, yeah, dad, you tell him mom's crazy as hell. Woo! You romantic son of a bitch. What the? Am I missing something here? You were just saying how mom's fucking out of her damn mind.
Well, you got to root for family every now and then, right?
It's just this weird little thing.
I just watched the episode 2 part where Lottie walks in on Callie with the tape, and she was just holding the tape itself.
Never a note confirmed, right?
Yeah, you didn't even see the envelope.
Exactly. Another lie, because there's no note. Where is this note? Now, when they show a note, then I will come back on my statement on Melissa.
I mean, you're making good sense. I will agree and say that you're right. It doesn't, don't feel right, whatever it is. But I don't know. I still think Shauna, however evil you may call some other character, it's at least equal to Shauna.
Well, yeah, no, I will say they're equal. I'll give you that. They're equally out of their minds. I just know a lot of people have been like, man, Shauna's the worst one. And I'm like, is she really?
Yeah, that's
out of the ones that are left. I mean, Nat would have been my pick, right?
Right.
I think after watching this through, I feel for Nat.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, because let's not forget, little Miss Misty is part of the reason they had to go through all that trauma and possibly go out of their fucking minds crazy, right? Because what did she do? She tap the little black box to death.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and that's pretty, like when she kissed Coach and it's like, I'm sorry you had to die. Well, you didn't have to die, Coach. If you hadn't destroyed the black box.
Oh, and I like what you guys are cooking. All right, so Jen says maybe Melissa faked her death with the help of someone with money and computer hacking skills like Walter. And then I like, let's see. Yeah, her therapist, which is another one, Barbara. We're going to have to figure out who this quote-unquote therapist person that Melissa's been talking to. Her therapist is none other than Walter, and that could be possible. And yeah, we're going to do a rewatch of all of Yellowjackets right after the season ends. We're trying to get Severance done. Not fast, but get through it. So it'll be kind of, we're done with that watch party somewhere right after Yellowjackets ends. And then I want to go through Yellowjackets all the way through, really dive into Yellowjackets from season 1 all the way to the end of this season. Do the same thing that we're doing with Severance, where we're going through, we're marking out certain things that we really want to point out. So I'm going to create like a whole file folder that we can go through and have screenshots and stuff and things that we want to note and kind of compare it to see, especially with Yellowjackets, even more. Like Severance, we got a little bit, and I think there's a little bit more in Severance we'll get. But Yellowjackets, with it having another season on top of it, there's so much more to really like focus in on. So yeah, we're gonna do that. But I like what y'all are saying. Walter is still a wild card, and again with Melissa, I love that y'all brought up her therapist, because I totally just about forgot about that. That was another point. Who she's supposed to have they're all supposed to have a pack. Again, faked her death so that if anything pops off, nobody comes after Melissa because she's dead, right? She couldn't, the lone survivor who is not even alive. Come on. And then the fact that she's talking to a therapist about this stuff. How much is she, and she's not a clinical therapist, so how much is she telling this random Barbara person, whoever she is, enough that she's talked about the tape possibly?
Maybe that's, the front of Walter's car had a tag that said not Walter. Maybe the back has a tag that says I'm Barbara.
Maybe. I mean, there's just stuff I just don't get. There's too many.
Shauna sure don't believe her.
Mm-mm. And I'm not saying that Melissa doesn't have a right to attack someone in her home. That's not what I'm saying. If it was just a random person coming into your house, yeah, fine. I give you that. But this is not a random occurrence, right? Shauna was able to track down Hannah's daughter. And if Melissa were still alive, I guarantee you Shauna would have been looking at Melissa. But because Melissa played her fuckery while, again, supposedly leaving a note explaining everything, the condescending tone from Melissa and the way that they were showing her facial expressions mixed in with Shauna, there was just something calculated about it, with the same manipulation that she had when they were out in the woods. And I just don't trust her.
What do you
I
think
didn't trust her then.
whether she's working with Walter or not, and whether all that's true, and like you say, your theory's true, is she is lying about everything and it is all of a setup? What's her overall like reasoning to
It's
do
something personal with Shauna. Because why did she want Shauna to have the note? And I still think she left the phone in the bathroom because she kind of laughed it off the way she talked to Shauna about it. Like it was like she's crazy. Like, no, we watched that moment, right? That was nobody just comes into the bathroom, leaves. She didn't even use the bathroom. They intentionally left the phone in the stall, turned the lights off, and then called it. Like that was not just a random act. So I don't know. That's a little trippy. And then her talking about it. I just think we haven't seen it yet. We saw the start of their bickering, right? In this episode when they were in the forest. We don't know what's about to happen. There's a power struggle at the end of this episode. Shauna's telling them that they can't leave. Do you think that might not have pissed Melissa off? And Lottie was a part of that.
Yeah, that
So
could
was
be.
Ty. Who's left? She got Lottie, possibly. I don't see why at this point, because the way Shauna's talking to her about it too, she's like, no, you killed, like, why would she not just give that up? Why even bring it up to her like you killed Lottie if Shauna killed her?
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. And do you think Ty would have defected if Shauna hadn't of, even though Lottie wanted to stay? Do you think Ty would have if Shauna hadn't of first?
Ooh, I don't know. Because there's this, like, again, this weird power situation with Shauna and Lottie and Nat. And then Ty's kind of, she's trying, like, she's been part of it as well, but not, she's just been kind of picking sides weirdly. But Ty's a whole question mark for me. She's to me the biggest wild card out of all the girls because we don't know which version of Ty we're getting at this stage. Whether they're in the past or the future or the present.
It's funny. Misty was trying to get her out of that room when that person died before she even did anything. And she's like, do you think it counts? I was standing there.
Like, that was so hilarious. But again, there you go. There's good old, Ty. And yeah, you want to say like she has meaning because she's trying to say Van. But come on. This really. And had she been her other version, this is like, I guess, good Ty. So I guess Ty's still able to go back and forth. It's almost like, and they kind of show it later, right? When she's arguing with herself.
Yeah.
Like maybe they were starting to come with some kind of like middle ground.
Yeah. I think in this moment, she was trying to invoke it. Like when she was going to shoot Coach.
The same thing.
Mm-hmm. And had it been the other Ty, she would have done it. But I think maybe she didn't want to come out because Misty was there, or she was trying to get Ty to do it herself, like pushing Ty to do it as opposed to being the supernatural side of her or whatever the other side is. But that was funny. Does it count? That's so wrong. Again, yeah, there's a good one for you. Let's see. Okay, so Barbara could end up being a fake name for Aquila or even Walter. Interesting. So is that what you see? Is that what who is saying that? Let's see. Bron says, I saw someone say that they think Barbara is Aquila. Oh, okay. That could be. Let's see, Jen the teacher says if Aquila kills Kodiak, then she is Barbara, in my opinion. Oh, okay. All right. It could be because yeah, we still don't know if Melissa was able to be surviving, then we don't that leaves it open for any of the girls to still be out there, right? Or at least a possibility. I don't think they would do too many more. But what do you think? If there was another girl that could survive past, like we got Melissa, if there's another rogue survivor, who do you guys think it would be?
Mari.
What about you, Mr. James?
That's a good one. I mean, a lot of people think Aquila's still out there. But if I had to put my money down, I would say Mari.
Okay. I would be thinking either Mari or Aquila. Those two both make sense. The only because they say that the one girl, Skunk Girl, is dead. And they said the same thing about Melissa, but I don't know who else. Do we know the names of the other girls offhand? Because there's at least 2 or 3 other ones that kind of hang around that I can't remember the names of. Let's see. Fletcher says Mari and alive. Mari is Pit Girl for sure. I'll die on that one. She could be. I thought it might be Hannah, but I don't know, honestly. They keep throwing in these new players that we didn't know about from the start, which kind of throws off a lot of theories. I mean, Hannah throws off a lot because she's a wild card now. Like, we don't know who's going to completely interact with her, how she's going to die, how this other dude's going to die. And I guess they're not going to the rescue point. Like, I'm curious to see how they're going to begin the next episode with what? How many girls is it? 3 versus what? How many girls do we got? That's too far. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's quite a few ladies versus the 3 over here. I mean, I feel you, Shauna, you trying to be all powerful, but really, I would think he's got the damn crossbow. And you know Travis is following Nat because he did from the jump of this episode. He followed Nat's lead when Nat said, get to moving. And then he's like, yeah, you heard the lady. Until then, he was like, well, maybe, I don't know. God damn it, Aquila, you fucking bitch. All right, Nat, I got you. And he was ready to crossbow.
He keeps changing his mind, but he definitely wants to go home.
He seems to follow Nat's lead in the end, right? Because he let Nat kill Coach. I mean, their relationship is very understandable in the future why Nat cared so much about Travis. Like, the whole way through, he has kind of had her back in one way or another. And he followed her.
He was following Nat no matter what, especially over Lottie.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, fuck Lottie at that point. Because that's why he told the killer, like, bitch, you ain't no prophet. Like, stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Like, just stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Just reading through the chat while we're talking. We'll make sure. I know I've missed some of you guys' stuff. I'm sorry. I got heated talking about Melissa. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all already know I ramble.
Yeah, if I was Nat, I'd head out anyway if I could and say, look, I'll send the rescue team back. And if you don't want to go with them, you can tell them that. But I'm out of here.
Right?
Right? Like, fuck y'all. Have fun. Be one with the wilderness. Go kill some bears. Go eat each other. I don't give a fuck. I'm going with them. It's motherfucking rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And Lottie was looking for a reason too. That's why it irritated me when she popped up on our girl. And she was like having the vision or whatever, daydream, whatever they want to call it. And Lottie, the hand, my God, the Lottie is creepy as shit. You know what? If she wasn't dead, I would be blaming everything on her. She kind of lucky that she's dead. I can't blame it on Lottie, but otherwise, she still got the blood on her. She has yet to go down to the river and bathe. Chick is out of her damn mind. What did you see? What did you see? Oh shit. Look at Akila's face. Like that face alone lets me know, like, oh shit, did I fuck up? I don't know. I saw something. Maybe. I don't know what it means. Could you tell me, Lottie? All right, now Lottie has all the ammunition she needs.
Akila should have told her, I saw a 7-Eleven and me slurping on a Slurpee.
Right? Them dreams are still trippy too, man. Whatever's going on with that. Because like I said, we get a nice little Slurpee action and dreaming of some nice toiletries and things to go, relieve yourself, some nice bedding, and then Ty pops in with all her doubts. They kind of argue a little bit, and then all of a sudden she's kind of telling her, like, no, just go pack your stuff. Just go pack, lady. Go get some shit and let's get the hell out of here. And it was like Ty didn't appreciate that or something, and her boy came out behind her, right? And then it was like literally within the next scene is these two fighting and arguing. Miss Melissa, I never cared about Shauna. Yeah, she doesn't care at all. Yeah, look at that. You didn't care. You just left me there to bleed.
How'd it go?
She was still a bitch, man. Like, come on, dude. She went after the dude. She's gonna kill him, right? But then what do we get? Oh, we get our first weird dream. It's just the timing of it. Seemingly the same time he's popping up is then the dreams change to a creepier aspect. Because I'm sorry. If they tell me this moth is native to Canada in the same respect that the frogs are, I'm going to lose my shit on this damn show.
Yeah, next episode, Hannah goes, oh, look, a rare moth.
Right? I'm not doing it again.
That's what the frogs eat.
Right? I know. Like, that kind of shit pisses me off. But it was still pretty creepy looking. It was a big ass moth, too. He was pretty big. So I don't know. Like, again, I can't wait till we do the rewatch because I'm curious if this has either to do with the dude or symbolizing the nature chick with the horns, not the girls, but whatever the other version of that is. Because it's just weird. They're attracted to the light, and Jackie said something about being stupid or something like that, or not smart or something. Yeah, I don't know. We need to dive into the dreams, but I don't know where. Like I said, they do them weird. We get part of the dream that's normal or as normal as a dream can be, and then we get the weird forest sort of breaking through. What's curious is the daydreams on that, because Melissa made a note to say that in this episode that she started having nightmares and then daydreams. And that's supposedly why she sent the tape. That's trippy too, because they made note of it in the same episode. They show us daydreams like this. I don't know what it means. I noted it in my head that that's like a curious, interesting thing for them to show in the episode, because I like to pay attention to when they're showing now the past and the present in the episode, because they tend to kind of show a little bit of why the characters are kind of the way they are.
Nico walked into the table. I apologize for the noise.
Oh no, I didn't even hear anything.
It's thundering here, and Nico is just losing her mind. So
No, you're good.
she's knocking everything over. I apologize.
I would think that is what it is, but remember at this point, when she sees this moth, she is packing. They're getting ready to go. So why would it show her this if they're packing and leaving? Like, she was getting ready to go. They were packing their stuff up. Yeah, they were arguing, but why pop off these? Why give them daydreams to, like, the first daydreams I get because they're wanting to go home, and their daydreams are about stuff that is encouraging them to want to be home, right? It's showing the Slurpee, the toilet, the bed, all those. Why creepy stuff? And these girls were not packing. Aquila was getting the water together, right? They were all had jobs. Some of them get clothes together, whatever. Why show Aquila this? Why, when Natalie is putting the stuff in the airplane, why is that the moment to creep Natalie out? Like, she puts Coach's stuff in here, like, for safekeeping, and then it starts making these weird noises, which, again, I don't know if her quote-unquote daydream is real or just some weird wind sounds going through the airplane making it seem that way. But if hers is equated in the way that the other girls, the other two, are getting these creepier versions, and again, why when they're already leaving? To me, it makes me think to scare them to not leave, or at least that's what Lottie picked up on, or what she tried to make Aquila's vision into. And then again, what happened? That's when Shauna, listening to Lottie, talk about this, something's not right. And then she's like, yeah, I saw something too, and it must not be right. It was like a domino effect between some of the girls. And I just didn't understand it. Now, Ty, she's playing with her other self. We don't know which version of Ty we're getting in that moment, right?
Yeah. Well, Shauna, she sees the moth a couple of times, and it's like the little yellow spot on its back with the two eyes. It's called a death's head moth. And so it's got this skull-like marking on the back of it. So, that could, I think people said it before, moths with the omens, like a transformation, in a moth, from caterpillar to moth, you got transformation, but also death or mysteries of afterlife and stuff. So how that plays into what Shauna's doing and in that moment and everything, maybe it's telling us what she's feeling inside. Like, I do feel something's wrong or something, it's kind of trying to, like, I think Dark Elf and all of us have kind of mentioned it. It's their trauma coming out, and stuff, what they're going through and what they're thinking, feeling.
What's up, Tisha? Yeah, no, I could see that. And it is very telling too, because if it's scaring her to not want to leave, it could make Shauna think, like, again, that's why she wants to make everybody stay. Like, I don't want to, not that Shauna, I want to say cares, but for argument's sake, maybe, she sees as a bad omen. Not, y'all are going to die out there. Something's going to happen. Because we know what happened last time they went out to the woods and tried to find rescue of some kind, right? Van almost lost her life. So, not defending Shauna's decision, just saying, maybe, again, it's very peculiar that Ty kind of has her flip self, and then we get these 2 to 3 weird daydreams, as opposed to the ones that kind of make sense.
And I understand that, and I get their fear after what happened to Van and stuff, but if you want any hope of rescue, like, you still have to try. So it's like, either you're gonna die there eventually, or you're gonna die trying to go home. So either way, death is still going to be an option. And they all should know that based off the winter they just faced. And now they're facing a winter without the cabin. Not that the cabin was completely fully warm and they still had, but they're literally in teepees and like huts that they've built out of like sticks and stones. And they're gonna feel that cold 20 times worse. So the risks are all around them. There's risks if they stay, and there's risks if they leave. So the choice has got to be, I get bad omens, bad feelings, bad whatever, but what do you do? I'm me personally, I'm feeling that. Like, y'all bitches is crazy. This is rescue, and we have to try.
And it could have scared her because this popped up right above Melissa's head. And I do think at this point in time in the story that Shauna, out of anybody, if she cares about anybody, I think she does actually care about Melissa. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why it scared Shauna so much. But she also had the dream of the moths, right? Like, she had a nightmare. Again, this is exactly how it was so weird because Melissa described what is kind of happening to them in the past here. She describes it later on in the present, right? Shauna has a nightmare of the moths with Jackie, all that, the cocoa and the body parts being scanned, all of that in the dream. And then the moths come in, and then she sees the moths again during the day. And she's not even, this is not like they're asleep. They're literally like dream walking or something, or they're daydreaming, but it's pretty vivid. Like, it's a hell of a daydream. People talk about daydreaming. I don't think they quite go to this extent. They're hallucinating something. This isn't, to me, more, bordering premonition like stuff or supernatural influence.
And Aquila, she wasn't asleep either when all that was happening to her.
It's weird. It's very, and again, it popped off right after we see the man with no eyes and Ty. And Ty was not wanting to leave for her own reasons. That, not saying they're right reasons, but this is not me defending anything. I'm just more kind of talking through what's going on, because it's very interesting and it's strange the way they're setting things up in the episodes now, or maybe I'm paying more attention to it, of how they're showing the past and the present. And I guess they've always done that, but I guess as the story or the plot thickens, it's really interesting to kind of dissect that, because I don't know exactly how they're going to get rescued or who's going to truly survive. But man, they are doing some
To be
trippy
honest
shit
with you guys, like, the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards Aquila being behind a lot of this, just because Aquila right now is a wild card. She's having these visions. Lottie's filling her head, basically making her think she is some kind of prophet. You had Travis just come in and basically be like, it's all bullshit. You're nothing. Like, we don't know how dark that's going to turn Aquila, and if she's actually going to really start believing that she is, we keep thinking that it's Lottie under this headdress just because we have seen flashes, but we can't trust those flashes yet. Just like we can't trust if there was a note with that tape because we haven't seen it. So if we're going based off that, I'm really starting to think Aquila is going to get much more into this role. And then if she is trying to prevent, because I don't know, there's just something that's not sitting right in my gut with Aquila, because Melissa very, very well, she would take the bait. Meaning, if Aquila showed up and was like, said the same thing to her that Shauna said, I'm going to blow up your spot and I'm going to tell your wife who you really are. And unless you come join me, we're going to go fuck up these girls. And she confronts Lottie, like, you think you're this? She goes, no, I'm the head, witch of this stuff. And so I'm starting to think there might be a little more to Aquila, and we're giving Melissa too much credit. Like, I can't see Melissa being the big mastermind of, like, put the phone here, do all this. Like, yeah, she might still have her feelings, but Melissa doesn't scream mastermind to me. Aquila does. Like, she's really taking into this role of my visions, I'm seeing stuff. Like she's feeding off this stuff. And we still have another big chunk of time left in the wilderness before they really do get rescued. We don't know how dark Akil is going to go and how far she's going to take this. And since we still now have the question, if they could throw in Melissa as a survivor, they could throw in Akila as a survivor, and same shit goes. Like, what if they're not taking Akila into account because she's another one who vanished or whatever? So I'm more now that I'm like really sitting here thinking about it. I wouldn't be surprised if Melissa's just a red herring.
Yeah, Keela,
I would.
she left a little strands for them to find them when they were going to be rescued. She's like, I don't feel right without the rest of them, and she allowed them to not head on to the rescue point.
Exactly. That I'm really starting to think it has more to do with her than Melissa. Like Melissa doesn't scream like mastermind like genius to me, but she does scream someone who will be
She faked
blackmailed
her own
into
death.
doing something.
And she faked her own
But
death.
you can believe that she said, I wasn't one of you. Like, you don't know that maybe she just wanted to be done with it and wanted to start a new life. You know,
Something
that really.
Something happens. Like Akila seems to be part of the clique. Like she's all in it, right? Because she turned on Travis for the group.
Mm-hmm.
And Shauna's seemingly, even the way that Melissa's saying it, all a part of the group, right? Melissa's the outcast, and Melissa's the one that stalked Shauna. But I could see Akila, if she survives, I could see her and Melissa teaming up.
Exactly.
But I still, I just can't get off Melissa.
Let's say Melissa does honestly love her wife. Like we're thinking because Melissa is just, you know, that we're kind of leaning towards Melissa being grimy. But what if it's actually what she said? And she did fall in love with this girl. And she did honestly just want to start a new life. The odds are very weird. And yes, I'll give you all that stuff. Like, why of all people? But then here comes Akila, like doing the same thing Shauna said. I will tell your wife who you really are. And if Melissa really values that and cares enough about it, she will do whatever Akila says for her to do. Leave the tape, leave the phone, do all this stuff. But I can't see Melissa being like the mastermind behind all that. She just doesn't scream, master manipulator.
I don't know. She was manipulating Shauna, I feel like, from the start. When
But
she
just
was
Shauna,
creeping on Shauna.
like the whole group.
Well, she hasn't manipulated the whole group, though. This has been all targeting towards Shauna. She didn't send it to the group.
That's just my opinion.
Sent it to Shauna.
That's my opinion.
No, I mean, like I said, I could see them teaming up for sure if she survives. I definitely could see that, because then again, she's a wild card. Why not let yourself be known to the group? That alone makes me question.
So could anywhere in there it be that Shauna killed Hannah, and it's some type of, now that I'm married to her daughter and me and Hannah got close, it's coming back.
Could be
a way to, I don't know.
I could see that. Because they said what Jen and Melissa got closest to Hannah, and she didn't marry her. Hannah told her where to find. Supposedly, Hannah told her where to find the tape, so that she could give it to her daughter. But she didn't give it to her daughter. She just basically wanted to make sure her daughter was okay, and then met her daughter, and then I wasn't going to marry her, but then I decided, she was just so perfect. Okay, I don't like Melissa. Okay, there. I'm biased as fuck. I don't trust her. I don't like her.
How did it go?
I don't remember. I lost it. I forgot what she said. Give me some Melissa lines. Shit, I can't remember what she said.
You make good points. I mean, Dana makes good points. It's still just so up in the air. Like almost everybody's a wild card if you really want to throw out theories that,
Mhm.
Walter, throw Walter in the mix. I mean, it'll be crazy daisy if it turns out, like Jeff killed Lottie or some crazy shit like that. It's like, okay, you guys were thinking this. It's going to be this over
Right.
here.
Oh, it could, and it still could be Aquila. She could be the mastermind behind everything. Let's see. Jen, the teacher, says, I don't think Melissa is the big bad. I think Walter is, and Aquila could definitely rise up to become like Lottie. Let's see. When do they get rescued after the second winter? Do we see Jen or Mari when they show us they arriving to civilization season 2? I think. I don't know. Did they show Mari? Like, we only really see what the main group of girls that we get to see in the present. I don't know if they ever showed like how many girls they actually showed get rescued, because they said a number, right? Or did we just make that up too? Again, I can't remember because that was so far back.
It seems like they said a number, but it only showed like 2 or 3 of them, maybe in a little quick clip.
They never gave the exact number. That I know for a fact they never said. They never said the exact number of how many of them got rescued. They do show a quick clip of a few of them getting off the airplane though, like after rescue.
And so we don't even know how many of the girls actually survived, because it's like they knew Melissa survived, but somewhere later after they got back, she decided to fake her death. And they said everybody else is dead. So I'm assuming if anybody else came back, they either faked their death or died of some other accident or something. Who knows? See, Jen, the teacher, says maybe Aquila's vision is a foreshadowing of them coming back into the wilderness as adults. It could be. Definitely could be. Yeah, they right. They had the guns. They could have just, could have took them on, left with all the guns. They'd have been fine. See, Fletch says Sean got the negative feeling with the moth. Ty got possessed by wild Ty. That's why she chose to stay. Lottie chose to stay because she doesn't want to go back to meds. Absolutely. Let's see. Jen, the teacher, says maybe because Melissa loves her wife, she is going after Shauna. Alex doesn't know who Melissa really is, and she's using that to make sure they get revenge. Okay. There's a lot of good theories out there. The 3 of them are like the 3 fates in Greek mythology. Are we talking about like the 3 visions or the 2 sets of 3? James clearly doesn't want drama today. No, we're fine. Look, it's all good.
There's no drama.
Look, ladies, look,
Scarlet
y'all
talk.
don't even know. We ain't even. We could be so much more.
Talk.
Right? Like, we get down in these theories, man. Because look, you got to do that. You got to be able to defend your theory. I got to do it too. Look, I'm over here trying to defend Shauna. You think it's easy on me? Shit. I got to come out with all kinds of receipts. And Dana ain't. She's look. She on top of it. Aquila, she gonna have to be watched now. Her changing sides on Travis and shit.
Yeah, like she's just such a wild card that I feel like we've seen so much focus on Melissa, but I just feel like Melissa ain't got the brain power for all of this. But I could see her going along with it, but I can't see her being the one to like make this whole mastermind like plan or whatever. But I could see Aquila being like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to let you're finally going to get your revenge on Shauna. You're finally going to get to fuck with her and mess with her. And Melissa being like, I'm in. Because why now? Like, why after all this time would Melissa just get up and be like, oh, today's the day I'm going to go fuck with Shauna? Like, I really think that somebody's like, there's somebody behind the curtain and we just haven't seen them yet. And Aquila could fit that, especially if she really feeds into like, I'm getting these visions and, with Travis being like, you ain't shit, bitch. It's all fake. that could mess with her. Because if she's really taking into this role,
Mm-hmm.
somebody. So imagine if the way Lottie saw it, like still like Akila could be behind so much if we really think about it. Travis is the first one to go.
Yeah,
Why would that be?
it's
If
possible.
Travis is the one who said to her, "You're nothing, your visions ain't real, it's all a joke," he could have been enemy number one.
Yep. But I don't know. Melissa, she did know somebody was in the house. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, for whatever reason, she knew Shauna was there. It's like, whoever you are, come on out. You don't know who you just house you just walked into, like almost saying that, maybe that could point to her being more of a mastermind than we think she could be.
Not to mention this little
but
moment here. 'Cause
I
she
don't
gets
know.
the phone call, right?
It's so questionable.
She's like, Shauna gets a phone call, and while she's kind of like getting distracted and she's distracting Shauna, she moves the knife up closer. And then she makes a note that Shauna gets a phone call. And I don't think did it say her daughter? I'm going to take a screenshot.
Yeah, it showed Callie and just said her name or something like that.
But did it say daughter?
No.
So for her to even then say, "Oh, is that your daughter?" Random ass wild guess. Like, it could be anybody. I just think she knows that's her daughter. Again, I think she knows more than she's letting on. Because they do this. They do this thing between them in the conversation too, where she's like, "Oh, now who's lying now?" To Shauna.
You want to talk about a fucking twist, and it's like Akila comes out of the fucking shadow somewhere.
And then you called it.
It's gonna have us all like, what?
And Dana called it, and all you guys in the chat that was with Dana, that y'all called it. It was Akila. I'm sticking to my Melissa.
Akila's some kind of goat worshiper.
In the wilderness, like, yeah, she stalked Shauna and stuff, but I still think that's because Melissa follows, and she was looking to Shauna to be what she could latch onto. Melissa feels more to me like a latcher than a leader. Like, she'll latch on to the person in charge, but I can't see it, Melissa being a person in charge.
Maybe.
And that's why, like, she was kind of feeding Shauna all this. Like, yeah, you could be the leader. You could do all this stuff. Like, oh, yeah. Well,
and she was manipulating Shauna.
Yeah, if she left the tape, it showed her seeing Callie through the window, I think, before she left the tape, maybe even.
Possibly. But I don't know if she would know her name. Unless, again, she's been stalking them, like Melissa said, right? She said she knew about everything with Natalie getting killed, the cop that got killed there. She mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
Knew that they were all there, like they had joined Lottie's cult. They didn't join the cult. They were there for, a few days to try to get Lottie? Interesting choice of words. Just interesting choice of words from Melissa all around.
Throw Miguel's theory in the mix to where he's like, what if Akila got like plastic surgery and she was kind of part of the cult? What if she became unrecognizable to them and they wouldn't even know she was there to be there? You're welcome,
she could be.
I threw in your little theory.
Is he still lurking? I didn't see him for a minute. Is he lurking?
He might still be lurking, but you know what? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, anything's possible the way the show goes. Like I said, I'm just not vibing with Melissa all around. I don't trust her.
Oh no, she is shady as fuck. I will definitely agree with you with that. She is definitely got issues and but I just feel like somebody's pulling her strings.
Could be. Definitely could be. I know it was on the news, but again,
Melissa puppet dance.
Again, remember they had to drive. How far away did they have to drive? Like, was it on the national news or local news?
Virginia.
They weren't living in the same state. Melissa was living states away, right? Or at least they stayed away. I don't remember.
They drove to Virginia.
She was keeping track of Lottie. She knew all about what was going on with them all the way up through that point. It's not just the fact that she knew about what happened with Nat, the cop, and the cult. She was making notes to things like she had been keeping up with them. And she claims so that for her safety, but I question that. Was it on the national news or just the local news? Well, they don't live in the same state. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's on the
Yeah, but
internet.
nowadays,
Exactly. That means that Melissa was keeping track of them. That's my whole point, is that Melissa is keeping track of them. Whether she got it through the news, the internet, the same way that Shauna and Misty are kind of investigating and Walter's doing things. Either way, my point is that Melissa is tracking what the hell's going on with them. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dana.
no, I was going to say it's whoever said the internet. That's literally what I was going to say. That you could pretty much see anything on the internet now. Well, it's going to be interesting. We have three more. What? Three. This was episode 7 or 8.
8.
Episode 8, yeah.
So we have 2 episodes left.
And we still didn't even really talk about Jeff that much. I mean, poor guy. He's fucking losing his damn mind. Poor
And
guy.
are the scratches on his other
Mhm.
cheek or in his hand? And is that from the cat?
These just popped up, right? Like he was scratching last episode?
Right.
But I don't remember him scratching on his hand, and I don't remember seeing a mark on his hand, so I thought it was like real curious. He had like this weird mark on his hand. I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
Unless it was just remnants of him scratching the day before where he was like panicking and having
Right.
little like stress.
What did they do with that cat?
They were supposed to go turn it into somebody, right? For good deed? Or did they decide to keep it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I thought they were going to give it to the people who had the lost kitten.
I did too, but they kind of just didn't answer. We didn't see anything else about that.
Yeah, they're from the bed bugs not Allie, but Callie said it's possibly stress. I don't know if they ever found bed bugs, but he was blaming it on the bed bugs. Because bed bugs, I mean, the scratching, I don't know if it was actually bed bugs or if he was just like stressing because of Shauna. That's what Callie made note to it being, but it could have been.
I'm
He
leaning
said
more
bed
towards
bugs.
stress because you can get you could literally get hives from stress. So you can get like those type of symptoms from being completely stressed out. Because if it were like bed bugs, I think it would be like it would be all over. Like you wouldn't just be scratching one spot on your arm, or you'd be like just covered in itchiness.
Yeah, them bed bugs got claws. They done whoosh, slashed his hand.
Mm-hmm. Jen, the teacher says, I wonder if Walter's related to Hannah/Alex, like they grew up together after Alex lost Hannah. I mean, it's possible. We don't know anything really about Walter or Alex, really, to know if there's any connection there. But then that makes me think, then wouldn't Alex know something, or is everybody keeping a secret from her about her mom and what happened to her? Like if Walter knew, because Walter seems like he's trying to figure out what's going on. Walter seems like too much of a good person to me in a weird way. Like even better, like way better than even Misty. Like he doesn't seem like he's completely a Misty. Even though he's still questionable.
What about the DNA thing? I mean, it pointed to Shauna. So is that a hoax? Is it somebody?
Well, if he's
set her up?
working with Melissa and them, and they're trying to frame her, could he have just said it was a match and made up the DNA? Because he had Shauna's hair sample.
True.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn this show.
As far as this show goes, it does seem like that's too much of an in-your-face answer for the show to give us. Oh, okay. Well, it solved who killed Lottie. It's Shauna. It seems almost
Right? Like it was too easy.
yeah,
Like somebody planted that shit. Like I'm saying, it made me think somebody was trying to set Shauna up. The same someone that's trying to make her think she's crazy. Right? Like if you ever watch like some Lifetime bullshit, right? And somebody's like stalking you and they're making people think that you did stuff that you didn't do, making you think you're crazy by having you like locked in places, and then you're telling the cops, no, this person's stalking me. No, they did this and this. And like, oh, really? Like, come on. You know, your brakes were fine. You just got an old car. Somebody left a phone in the bathroom. You're crazy. Right? And then all along, that motherfucker was stalking you, and they come out at the end of the fucking Lifetime movie, and then she got to kick her ass and bite her fucking arm off, like Shauna had to do Melissa. Go watch fucking Lifetime, people. I'm telling you, man, there's some wild ass shit out there. And I'm telling you, this relationship between this one here and this one there is like Lifetime horror edition. This right here, this whole dynamic, I'm telling you, man. Look, Shauna knew. She was ready, yo. Fucking Melissa thinks she playing Shauna. Shauna's seeing through this shit. I'm just getting a drink. You need to calm your little ass down. Okay, go get your drink, bitch. Get your drink. Try to grab my knife. Look, it was so fucking beautiful, though. She tried to grab her knife, and she broke her fucking arm damn near, kicked her ass, told her, fucking eat it, bitch. I'm sorry. I was appreciated at the moment. It was like a callback to Mari too, right? When she made her eat that spit soup.
Yeah, and she bit Mari too during that game.
Yes, she did. So
That's why she's evil.
That's not evil. This bitch here was trying to play her ass this whole time, trying to make her think she's fucking crazy. She go up over there talking about she's gonna give her a fucking glass of water. What was she gonna do when she grabbed this fucking knife? What was she gonna do when she grabbed this knife?
Look, some crazy ass. Some crazy
Shauna
ass
ain't
person.
fucking crazy. This
Look,
bitch here
some
married.
crazy ass
they
person
both crazy.
Comes up in my house with a knife. I'm gonna fill her head or his head full of some bullshit too, you know?
That's what I was trying to say. Like,
she sent the fucking no. You act like Shauna she just showed up out of nowhere, forgetting that this bitch done sent a message on her fucking doorstep with no fucking. There's no letter to be spoken of, just a fucking tape of what they did in the forest that nobody was supposed to talk about.
It wasn't a letter. It was a note.
There was no note. We ain't seen a hi nor hair, no fucking note. No fucking note. And then she gonna come fucking grab the knife. What did she think was gonna fucking happen?
Well, at least you're a little more, you know, let's just
how
work
did that
through
work
this.
out for her? How'd it
Let's
work
just work
out?
through
You just
this.
go fucking grab the damn knife off the table when somebody's crazy. First of all, right, if Shauna is fucking crazy, you going to grab the knife right in front of her ass like that, you could at least wait for her to turn her fucking back around for like half a second. Like,
I think we can agree on one thing. We can agree on one thing. This was crazy versus crazy. This was definitely a battle of crazy. Because they're both crazy in their own right. Shauna's just more dark than I would really like to call her.
She's not. I'm sorry. I'm listening to the chat.
I think Shauna or Melissa realized. Shauna said, "I don't believe you." So Melissa realized this lady ain't gonna let me walk out of here without cutting me or something. So I'm gonna go get some water and try to take charge of the situation because she saw that Shauna is so evil that she was going to probably kill her or something.
Nah, man. This bitch was in here this whole time playing with her ass. She done stalked her in the fucking bathroom.
She goes to church.
She left a damn phone call fucking talking about, it's the Queen of Hearts. No, it ain't really smart. Man, fuck that shit. Y'all forget this bitch has been stalking Shauna. So you gonna tell me somebody done stalked your family, you ain't gonna let them know what's up?
Look, they said her
somebody
hair
ain't stalked your family.
Blonde.
And you had the opportunity to let them know what's up because the cops ain't believing your ass.
I mean, you know, it's.
And you gonna wait around for her to fucking come back to your house? She knew that there was an intruder in the house. Melissa is not fucking innocent. And she got to eat it.
See, but that's. you know,
I was
she
sitting on no damn throne of lies. This is not fucking lie. I got receipts for this shit, man.
she,
Where
she
y'all
Kids
showed
just
me
in
the
the
note.
she
background,
Show me the
gradually
note that she
dance,
sent with that fucking
dance
threatening ass
puppets,
tape.
look.
dance.
She
Where's the
laid
note? I want to see this fucking
tape
note.
on the steps. She didn't break into the home with a knife threatening to
No, she
kill
just
the
stalked her, went to the
person.
bathroom and left a phone for her to find. Yeah, that wasn't creepy as shit. Turned the lights off on her.
Do we know
Yeah.
that's her? Like she said it wasn't her.
Yeah, she said a lot of things. Yeah, she also, you know, somehow faked her own death. Knew all about how to do all that shit too. So
She
and
did
again
put the mark.
gets with the woman, the daughter of the woman they murdered.
Yeah, that is creepy. She did put that mark that's on the trees on the envelope.
Mm-hmm. Again, you're gonna tell me that there was nothing threatening about that? Again, somebody threatens your family, and they're doing some whacked ass shit out of a fucking Lifetime movie. Again, Melissa's like one of them stalker crazy bitches out of a fucking Lifetime movie.
Well,
But
look,
again,
Everybody's like, no,
you
it's not
heard
her.
know
It can
that,
never be her.
you
It
heard
can
what
never be her.
Shauna
And then at
said.
the end, you find out it's her.
You heard what Shauna said. The only way to make sure that I'm safe is to eliminate all of you guys. So that kind of tells me Shauna maybe killed Lottie because she threatened her daughter, it seemed like, with a necklace. And she's going to kill Melissa for stalking her and her breaks and trying to kill her, that she thinks, and all that kind of stuff. And she'll have to off Van and Ty too to make it where, okay, there's nobody else left. So that's the only way I can be safe.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, Melissa says that when Shauna confronts her about the tape and like, no, how is this not a threat? And she's like, no, it's all in the note that I left with the tape, but we haven't seen no note that was left with this tape. Again, that's to me like another lie and manipulation. She's trying to make fucking Shauna think she's crazy. Now I give you that either the brakes or the cooler could have been a coincidence. But the phone call, I still, in my gut, feel like that was Melissa. And then we know she confirmed that the tape was her. So, why would someone go into the bathroom, not use the bathroom, leave a phone in the stall, and turn the lights off, and then play that song in particular come on. And while they were at the funeral, do you remember they showed a shot of her, like a side shot or something, like where she was watching them while they were sitting after the funeral at like a bar or whatever? It was like a establishment they were hanging out at after. And they were like, oh, I wonder why Melissa's not here. Hey, Melissa, can you hear me? And they were all playing and joking about Melissa. And they made note that she was there during that part of the episode. No, she's perfectly fucking
Misty,
normal.
Not Melissa, Misty.
No, but they showed that Melissa was there while they were having that conversation and hanging out. They showed like that, how they were showing the side angles.
They were talking about Misty.
No, I know they were talking about Misty. What I'm saying is that Melissa has been following them. She was there during that.
Following them.
The same someone that they've been making note to. They did the same camera angles and everything for the one who left the tape. It was Melissa.
We never saw anybody.
That's fine. I give you that. We didn't see it, but I'll go back and I'll get the screenshots of how they showed that there was somebody watching them.
It's possibly Melissa, but again, we don't know.
Ron says she was watching at the bar. I'm pretty sure she was.
We didn't see any. We just saw it. We saw through the eyes of somebody.
So who is it then?
It could be Akila. It could be Mari. We don't know.
So she looks like a blonde-headed white chick now, Akila? She went through that much plastic surgery?
So you're gonna have to show me that clip, because if there was actually they saw somebody at the bar, I didn't think.
Well, the person who left the phone, they made note that it was a woman, and when she said the blonde hair, they're acting like that was supposed to be a woman with blonde hair. I will eat all the crow when it comes out that Melissa didn't do this. I'm just saying, the way they fucking playing this shit out, they played it out. They showed us from the start that this was going to be Melissa that was quote unquote survivor that, you know, faked their death and is still out there. So I mean,
She does scream guilty in a lot of respects, and her story doesn't really add up in a lot of respects either. I rewatched the part from the season 3 episode 1 where she gets the tape or leaves the tape on the doorstep. It doesn't show her. It kind of shows part of her hair, and if you look at, you know, the wave in the side of her hair, if the camera just caught that part of it, it could match up as far as, yeah, but she admitted she left the tape. So we already know that. She was seeing Callie through the window and left the tape. So she knows the daughter probably got it and not Shauna, even though it had Shauna Shipman written on the envelope and it had that symbol from the tree. But when she pulled out the tape, there wasn't a note or anything. If there was a note still left in the envelope, she didn't see it because her dad walked in. She put the tape in her sweater or pocket, and then she was holding on to the envelope behind her. So maybe she never looked in the envelope again or something. It's still possible there's a note in the envelope, but it does also
Yes, it
seem
hasn't
like
been proven or unproven at this
right. It does seem like, though, that Melissa's lying, if not on everything, at least on part of her story for sure. The Barbara thing kind of seemed to be made up, but I don't know. I'm still looking for motive, you know, in all of this, even with, I mean, we kind of, if Shauna is the one that killed Lottie, we kind of know the motive, you know, we could kind of point to something at least. So, but yeah, everybody's got some good theories. I can't wait. I hope there's a big twist and it kind of fools most all of us, you know, like, oh, I didn't see that one
Yeah.
coming.
Because I just feel like they're handing us Melissa on a silver platter. Like they're kind of like I feel like the show's baiting us with Melissa. Like, here you go. Here's we're gonna this is the answer, right? And then the show's just gonna come in and see, like, hey, fuck off. Look at you people. Hey, you didn't see that one coming because we had you focused on Melissa.
could be.
Because
But
this
hers
show
is
loves
not
to do
adding
those
up.
okey doke type things. Giving us the frogs, giving us the commercial with the one-eyed man, giving us all these things that we're sitting here like, oh, you know, talking about it, and then they throw us these curveballs, and I just feel like Melissa's another one of those curveballs.
Well, it's curious because
Like, it could,
the frogs, I think James even mentioned it, the frogs could have something to do with the supernatural element because they said they come once every 7 years. That's when the researchers got there. That could be the cabin dude, and he could have ran into some of the same problems that the girls ran into. And the frogs could mark part of that sort of cycles that are going on in the woods. There, I just threw that. I muddied that shit up. How about that?
no, but you know what I mean? This show is known to give us those, they like curveballs. They give us answers, and then it's almost like, so then we're like, oh damn, we got an answer, but then the next episode they're giving us something else. So it's
Yeah.
like, what if they're giving us Melissa to just throw us all off? Like, okay, yeah, she planted the phone, she did all this, and then we're never going to see somebody else coming because we have Melissa right here.
Yeah. I mean, the frog thing, I think, was one of the biggest as far as when we learned the frogs made that noise. You know, I could just envision people sitting there watching it in that moment and what they were thinking. But Hannah even says it like just briefly, and then they interrupt her like they didn't even care what she said. But she said,
Yeah.
y'all might have heard its call or scream or whatever, you know.
And the frogs is still weird because like they explain it, but they don't explain Travis's hearing it while the shrooms are going on, but Lottie and everybody else not hearing it. Because if you remember back, Lottie feeds him the shrooms, he hears it and he freaks out and says they're coming, and he asks Lottie, do you hear that? She's like, no, I don't hear it. And then it was that night that everybody started to hear it.
It was a premonition that the frogs were coming.
Right. So again, it's like, it's weird. Like they kind of do explain away, okay, the sound, but then why did Travis sort of hallucinate it, so to speak, or have a weird trip with the same sound, but nobody else could hear it. And then after he says they're coming, and then they did. Oh God, phrasing.
The mushrooms make you.
Elaborate on that,
Nah, I'm
Charlotte.
good.
Please,
I'm good.
please explain
There,
more.
right there,
Hey,
there. Fletcher
and do
did
it
it.
and do it in the
Hashtag
Melissa
Froggy
voice.
style.
Do it in the Melissa
No.
voice.
Nope, I'm good. Hashtag Froggy style. There you go.
But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting where this show takes the last 2 episodes. Because it's like I feel like they gave us so much with Melissa that like she's just such a distraction. And I'm like, there's gotta be more to this. There's gotta be more to this that we're not seeing. And then boom, we're gonna see somebody fucking else come out the woodworks.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all gonna be like, fucking shit.
Well, we already know it's a possibility. If Melissa survived and faked her death, then we don't really truly know who else may have survived, but possibly faked their death, or even if they just assume they died in the woods, right? Maybe they got out some other way. We really just don't know until we see the bodies. Let the bodies.
It could be
hit the
fucking
float.
Crystal for all we know. Little bitch got up and walked out from after she fell off the fucking edge of the thing, and it's been Crystal this entire time.
Right? I mean, I'm pretty sure she was dead from the blood, but I mean, at this point, who the fuck knows?
Yeah. You know, if the dude said it's 6 days just to hike to a point to get out, not that 6 days get you out, that just gets you to the point that it's like a pickup area or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that they're way the heck out in the middle of nowhere, totally. Because 6 days, I mean, it's a long ways to walk and not reach anything.
Let's see. Fletch says, do we assume Melissa faked her death in the wilderness or outside in the real world? Do we have confirmation? I'm going to go back and rewatch this episode. I want to say the way I took it or the way I heard it was after they got back.
Yeah.
Because they were all at her funeral and they said funeral, which made me think not like we saw your body out through the wilderness and we ate you and sacrificed you to
Right. Then who did we eat?
I would say it's real world.
She said it because she also said the police, right? She said that she left a suicide letter. They never found a body, and the police just
they take the easy way out.
Yeah, they took the win.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was after. Again, that lets us know that whatever we see at this point, we don't really know until things are truly confirmed. On even my theories, like I'm saying, even with Melissa, I'm just going based off what I've seen, and I'm just kind of like, all right, things are not checking out with her story based off what we have seen, right?
Yeah.
And then just, I'm telling you, I just had this gut feeling about her from the moment they started her own Shauna in the past. There's something about that's not right. It did not come off as if she was fearful of Shauna. Right? Because Shauna put the knife right up to her neck and she was into it. Because I remember talking about it like, oh no, she's into that. Like, oh shit, she's going to let Shauna cut her and still kiss her and stuff. Like, it was weird. And she kept pushing on Shauna. Like, Shauna wasn't trying to go after her. She was pushing herself on Shauna.
If you kind of go with that aspect of it, her putting a knife to her throat, then kissing her and seeming to get off on it, or however you want to explain it, her marrying Hannah's daughter is kind of a creepy thing that it kind of in that same vein, like she gets off on it kind of.
Yeah.
Right? She ain't fooling nobody. She loved fucking Shauna. She was all about it, making her fucking gifts, being all pissed off. I'm not saying she was whining her ass off. But what did she say to her though? If I could get the words better, then I can do the fucking whining voice. I got to get the dialogue. Where's the script? Her fucking whining ass. I'm sorry, she was being a little whiny bitch. Fucking, you know what? You get what you get. You got to watch out. Duck and cover. Well, this one here lost her glasses. We totally didn't even cover that last episode, I think. She found them. Look, she ducked. She saw the arrow and she got the hell out the way. But Melissa, she stood there. Melissa stood there like a dumbass and took that fucking arrow and then got all pissed off because Shauna, ran after him. I don't know. I just you're
Look,
right. I don't like
Like,
Melissa.
like if there's a bunch of dudes, we're stranded somewhere, and let's say Bill's the one that decides who gets eaten next. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Bill, what's up, buddy?" I'll be like, "Here, look, I carved you a little, bottle opener or something." I'd be
Let's be
making him
friends,
stuff.
Bill.
You need a back rub, Bill? I mean, I'm not, that way or nothing, but
But Shauna wasn't even when when Melissa started coming on to Shauna, Nat was in control, and who was the most recent person that they decided to eat, and who made that decision? I know that Shauna cuts up the bodies or whatever because she's the butcher, but who actually made those decisions?
didn't they draw the card?
Exactly. So it wasn't Shauna. Again, Shauna wasn't making any decisions really at that point.
Right.
Now, after little Miss or Melissa comes into the picture and rubs all up on Shauna, giving her all this confidence, then she starts pushing Shauna to being the wild factor, to being the boss, the leader, and all that kind of shit. Melissa encouraged that. But now she wants to act like Shauna's crazy. But remember, she was the one encouraging Shauna's crazy, right? She was like, no, I like what the wilderness has done to you. I like this Shauna. She was all bowdy about it, and then now she's trying to act like she wasn't. Come on, I don't believe her. But I'll stop talking about it. I'll move on.
You got good points. For sure.
We'll find out. We'll find out what happened. I can't wait.
I mean, you almost got me convinced, but
Well, I'm gonna get some more receipts before long. We're gonna see what happens. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look up. Is the trailer out for the next episode? And is there anything else you guys actually before we get, if I find the trailer and we get on that, is there anything else you guys want to talk about in this episode? I'm trying to remember anything else that we might have. I know there was probably some more in this episode. I kind of highly focused in on the Melissa stuff.
do you think there's any
Okay,
more?
I love it because it just shows that, like it could be that. It could be and I enjoy that. I enjoy the fact that we get what we get, the information we get from the show, but then this is the type of show that totally likes to mind jerk you. Like they love to give you stuff and then give you possible answers to it, and then they're right back to dicking you the next episode. So it's like that's why I'm just taking the Melissa thing with a grain of salt because we don't know come the next episode what curveball they're going to throw at us next. That's going to contradict all of this again because that's literally what this show has been doing to us from day one. Hence why we could sit here and say it could be both supernatural and non-supernatural. To some people, it's all supernatural still. To some people, the supernatural has been totally cut out of it because that's just what this show is doing. And I think that's exactly what they intend to do. So we could sit here and have these conversations because that's just how this show is intending for us, what they're intending for us to do.
I'm trying to actually find to make sure I'm getting the right one. If you guys have a link to one quicker than me, feel free.
Oh, thank you, Tisha. Poll. We forgot the poll.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna finish that too. I'm gonna close that out in just a second. So if you hadn't voted, make sure to vote, and we'll close that out. I don't know. I don't think I did. I'm not finding it.
Oh no, Fletch. I'm not saying that was the debate of the day. I'm just saying that this show just loves to mess with you. They just love to give you stuff, then take it away, then give you something else and take it away, and like that. It's just the pattern of this show.
I guess I don't know if they just don't have it out there. Or I can't find it. They've been doing it every week. We've been doing pretty good getting it, but I guess not. I don't know. Do you find it for this one this week, James?
No, I don't think I've seen one.
Oh man, are they holding it close to the chest because it's one of the final episodes?
Maybe so. Yeah.
That makes sense. If I do find it, I'll put it in the Discord for you guys, but I do not see it. And again, if you guys know of a link, put it in the Discord for me, and we'll go over it. But let me go ahead and end this poll. Let's see. Oh, come on, update for me. Don't be like that. There it is. All right, so who killed Lottie? Shauna at 33%, Callie at 33%, Ty at 26%, and Melissa at 6%. So Shauna is still at the top with her daughter. We'll have to wait and see who it is.
I didn't vote. Can I vote now?
I already ended it.
I know, but can I just say who I think it is now?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, you can say.
Because I didn't want to break. I didn't want to break the rules. I'm
No,
trying
go ahead.
to, you know. I'm still leaning towards Ty. I don't know why, but I'm still leaning towards Ty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still just like I could just see Dark Ty kind of just being like bloop, pushing that bitch down the steps.
Fletch says Melissa saw Shauna as her way to survive. That is, in my opinion, no love there at all. Could be. I don't know, man. Shauna's the coldest person in the cult. Maybe. Yeah, she might be pretty cold. She definitely don't give a shit about your bullshit. That's for damn sure.
Jen, you think you found the trailer?
Yeah, send it to me if you want to in Discord. Matter of fact, let me give you a wrench, and then you can actually drop it. Hang on 1 second. You will be
Thunder
bestowed
just
upon as a wrench moderator. With great power
With
comes great
power.
responsibility.
Great responsibility.
Use your power wisely. Yeah, they found Lottie's body, and I believe her. Well, I don't know if they buried it, but her dad was working with the cops to sort of cover up what actually happened to her daughter, and I think or to his daughter, and make it look more like what, an accident or something. I'm trying to remember. He had a conversation when when they went to Lottie's dad's penthouse. And I remember him vaguely saying something to the cops or something about like not wanting them to like say too much or whatever and keep it kind of under hush hush.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it was something like that, yeah.
All right, let's see. Click this link. Is this the one? All right, let's see. I God dang it. I shouldn't even be having. Oh wait, no, I'm on Chrome. That's right. That explains the ads.
Oh wait, now she's saying, "Oh no, that's not it."
You know, this was something funny they put out for Paramount. They did this like a while back, I think. Unless it's towards the end.
No, it might be, it might be harder to come across this time around because we're getting to the last 2 episodes. So it's very possible that we're not gonna see it.
No, it's the second to last. I'm saying because we're getting close to the last one. Maybe they don't want to say too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I just looked. So I guess they didn't put anything out for the next episode. Which I get it because we're at a pretty good.
What day does it actually air on TV?
On Showtime? Is it Saturday? I want to say Friday is on Paramount, right? Doesn't Paramount release it first?
Because the trailer probably is going to come on the actual airing episode. So just remind me next week, just if we could figure out when it actually airs on TV, and I'll just record that shit on my phone like I used to do for From.
Oh, I think it's on Showtime, right?
It is on Showtime. I just don't know what day it actually airs on Showtime.
I want to say Saturday night, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I want to say like it makes me think sometime around 9 o'clock. My time is usually when they do stuff like that, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I know they showed the trailer after the airing episode. Do you know, Jen, what day it actually airs? Because I'll record it and I'll just record Sunday.
Sunday? Okay.
Yeah, like on Showtime, I think it comes on Sunday.
Yeah, because that's what I used to do for From.
Let's say I try to find a teaser trailer after the episode and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah, I think there's like not a good version, like somebody might have recorded it off of the TV somewhere, but I can't find it
that's
right
what I
now.
used to do.
But
That's what I used
there's
to do for From.
I put it in the private area. There's a link to a clip if you want to watch it. It's like a sneak peek.
I'm gonna get through the ads. And this is new stuff. I just want to make sure because a lot of the ones I was finding was actually stuff on this episode. So yeah, this looks
So
new.
for episode 9, I'll record the actual episode and just do what I used to do for From and record the trailer.
No, this came out 11 days ago even.
It's unlisted video, so I think it's like something that maybe the link shouldn't be going around or something.
Oh, what the fuck? You try to give me shit to get me in trouble?
What? No. Of course not.
And it's like a
Fletch,
minute
the
44.
reason-
This is longer than any shit that we've had
What?
for.
Yeah, it might
Fletch,
get copyright.
No,
The reason-
fuck it. God damn it, James. You're supposed to be the veteran here. Y'all see this? He's trying to take my channel.
No, you would have to do it like you did the trailer and play it in like
Yeah, but they're
7-second pieces.
I know, but that's gonna take us forever.
Yeah,
Not only
yeah.
that, I don't know.
Fletch,
With it being so
maybe
long,
just-
that scares me and makes me think like, where in the fuck is this coming from? Hang on.
Maybe put the link in the where people can see it and they can go watch it or something.
Maybe only because I'm scared because I don't know where this is coming from, and it's longer than anything that we've had so far for a trailer of an episode. It's
Yeah,
almost
it's not
2
a
minutes.
it's not
It's
a
like a
trailer.
whole scene.
Yeah, it's like the first 2 minutes of the next episode. Or minute 40.
But it's got the Paramount stuff after it and everything. I don't know. I just don't want. Well, it's on YouTube, so you would think, but that don't mean shit sometimes.
Yeah, it's the Yellowjackets YouTube channel, and it's
Is it
unlisted.
okay? Well, then we'll try it.
Well, it's unlisted, so I figured that the link went to like a media person or something, and it got out. But I couldn't find the trailer.
So again, am I gonna get in trouble for playing this? You're scared to shit.
If you play over 10 seconds at a time.
No, I don't mean like if we play it how we've been playing stuff. I mean like it's unlisted. Am I allowed to show it?
Where's that rebel I met back in the Dungeons of Dragons?
Look, you're supposed to not be encouraging such behavior. You're the veteran here, and
no,
that's not nice.
I think you'll be fine, but it'll be like you say, it'll take a long time because you can only play about 7 to 8 seconds and be safe. So it's like they'll say half a sentence and then we'll have to say something in between and then play it again. And it's up to you as far as that goes, but yeah, 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna end up being like Shaw. We're gonna end up biting somebody's arm off in this bitch. God damn it! All right, let's see. So I'm coming after you, Jave. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens. You guys don't. Like, it ain't April Fool's yet in America Town where I'm at, so no playing games with me. If y'all tell me, oh, your freaking screen goes black or something, don't play games because I think I got it straight. You scared shit out of me. All right, let's see. Which one was it?
I did this German, I think it was like Germany or somewhere. They were showing The Walking Dead and they released a trailer early that they shouldn't have, or this little scene. And I found it and I did a video on it. And the people in Germany contacted me. It was like, and called me by name. James, you know better than to do that.
You're not helping.
You're say, what you totally did not help with that.
Yeah, no. I was literally just about to bring it up, and now I'm just completely rethinking everything I just thought I was gonna do. Is there more to the story? Yes, please furtherly explain.
Well, I showed stuff that shouldn't have been shown or talked about.
Well, is this supposed to be showed? I don't know. You're saying it's unlisted and it got leaked out, possibly. Like, that doesn't encourage me to do things. You're not making this any easier.
Let me see. How could I explain it?
That's explaining to do, James. That's explaining to do.
I mean, I do some pretty wild shit. But come on, man. Don't intentionally just fuck over shit like that. But fuck.
No, I think you're fine with the 7 seconds. That's the only thing, you know.
Is it? I swear, man. We're gonna end up getting. My first strike comes from James. Look, they're calling somebody right now, letting us know. She's God bless. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get through this. All right, turn the sound on. Yeah, that helps. All right, here we go, folks. Will they stay or will they go?
You don't get to tell everyone what to do, Shauna. Yeah? Well, I already did.
Oh,
no,
snap.
what she already did. How about that? Yeah, I was waiting for this because I was wondering what's going to happen, right? Because this is pretty much where we leave them off at. And Nat and Sean are about to be stared down. But Nat's got like more people on her side. If they stay together, they might. Who's got the gun? We see who's got the crossbow. Where the fuck did the gun go?
Tequila.
Where's Tequila?
Had it the last.
I think Natalie had it as they were about to walk off, actually, by that time.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to go back see if anybody say anything in the chat. Okay, all right, let's see. Maybe we'll find out. Something. Wasting time in between talking. Don't strike me, please. All right, let's see.
And they're gonna do it. So, what is even?
All right, yeah,
See?
she got the gun.
Yeah.
Now they got the crossbow. We know my boy's he's going to back her girl, right? I mean, I love Shauna, but in all seriousness, if y'all have to like tie her ass up. But wait, okay, I swear, if Melissa comes over here and takes the gun or like fucking helps Shauna manhandle her in any way with that fucking arm, then that lets you know how crazy Melissa is. And she's a little bit wilder than we think.
But that's pretty much the whole group right there. Besides Lottie standing
back here with Ty.
Yeah, with Ty.
Yeah, there's Akila. See, Akila was still willing to go. Akila was still packed up, yo. Makes me think maybe she don't trust Lottie as much. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Happening right now.
Wait, what did she say? Hang on, let me go back. What did she say is happening right now? What the fuck did she say is happening right now? Is that her vision with the bear?
Happening right now.
You have to go back a little further. Did she say something before that?
Go back. God damn it. We're going to get struck for this shit.
What is even happening right now?
See, what is even happening
right now? Right? What in the fuck is going on? I'm with you, Akila. What in the fuck is going on? Let me pay attention to chat.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell? Let's go home.
What is Jay? I'm confused. We good? Y'all don't scare me like that.
That's the password to his internet.
Oh shit.
Shauna's looking over there at her.
The right decision.
We've literally been in hell. You have no fucking right to keep us in it.
Oh,
it's not me. It's
snap.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
I told you he
Travis.
gonna back his girl. He gonna back Nat. Man, it's about to be a standoff. Goddamn, we know they end up somewhat staying, but they get rescued though, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Eventually.
But maybe
So
they
what
still make it
changes
to the
from
rescue point.
Now to then.
But what if they make it to the rescue point, but something else happens, like they can't make it there?
A bear gets them. A bear gets
Right?
Kodiak.
The wolves came out and came after fucking Van and them that one time. And we talking 6-day hike. I don't know.
put it once. No one is saying we have to stay here forever. But leaving right now when there's so many things left to clean up, it's not the smart move either.
Not a smart move. Not a smart
Well,
move.
it sounds like you guys all.
What the fuck was that coming up over there? Oh, that was you talking to. I get confused.
Yeah, it was running a little past 8 seconds, so I was.
I know. See, that's what I'm saying. I need to get my ass in trouble. God damn it.
So I wanted to at least talk over it.
Big guy, I know. I can't keep up with how I'm trying to watch it.
Because, I think we talked about it before. They'll get you.
I know. Goddamn,
I mean,
you
I've
know they
been
will.
gotten with just the video. I'm like, well, I'll play 10 seconds, but I'll take the audio off and I'll just talk under it, right? Or over it. And they get you for the video. And I've used just the audio. Like, well, I'll just use the audio this time and use over 10 seconds. They got me for the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, just got to keep it under.
So it's basically a crapshoot no matter what you do.
Yeah. If you can keep it under, though, you're pretty good. And, that you've got other stuff on the screen happening, not just a full screen of that. That helps also.
Let me get back to that.
I'll have a lot to discuss, so I found braiding each other's hair and partaking in some light cannibalism. I'm fucking...
Oh, shit. He straight up said it. Oh,
so they do realize it. Okay.
Hey, look at fucking Hannah's face. I don't think she realized it. He knew. He was like barbecue.
I think they did know. I think they do know or did know. But I think Hannah's definitely reacting like, what the hell are you doing, dude? We in the position to be talking like that.
Right?
I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's dumb as fuck. And she straight grabbed the damn gun from that. Damn, Natalie. I mean, Shauna is pretty quick, though. She straight up grabbed that shit. She wasn't even scared. Damn, Shauna. Nat gave up the firearm, yo. That's what happened.
That's what
happened, Nat. God dang it. She just let it go. Just let the fucking firearm to Shauna. Yeah, that was a smart decision, Natalie. Oh, wait. Jen said she found the promo trailer. Nice. What the hell? We're watching some shit we shouldn't be watching.
We got to finish this now.
Why are we watching some illegal thing you're going to go to jail for?
happening.
Yeah, I'm curious about this. Is like 2 minutes long. It's like a whole scene. You can get me in trouble with this shit.
They've actually released sneak peek scenes for every episode.
Have they? Okay.
Sean about to shoot Kodiak.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Oh. There goes that. There's dinner tomorrow.
The wilderness provides.
You sure this is the move you want to make?
Don't do anything stupid, Shauna.
Right? Shauna, just give the firearm back to Natalie. It's fine, Shauna. Don't worry about it. Although I know you upset about what he did to Melissa. It's okay. Or actually, maybe shoot him. I don't know.
Like,
he might not be the nicest person. We don't know.
Do
yet.
the Shauna voice.
I don't remember what the Shauna voice was. I did the Melissa thing. What did I say?
It'd be like, you shot my girlfriend.
No, she would be more like, you shot my girlfriend.
There you go.
Some shit. I don't know. She'd be more like, she wouldn't be more whiny. She'd be more like mean sounding, maybe.
That's because she's evil.
She's not evil. She's stern. Yes, Fletcher. Nat, what the fuck? She just let Shauna grab. I'm out, right? The fuck, man. We had this shit. The fuck, Natalie? You just give up the damn firearm. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Bring that back up. Bless.
Tell him that.
Yeah, there you go. Tell him that. He shot my Melissa.
You sure you even know how to use that little girl?
Oh,
I know how to use it just fine.
Oh, bye, Kodiak.
Don't worry. My boyfriend taught me.
Oh, shit. Don't worry. Boyfriend taught her. She cocked that bitch. She ready to go, yo. Oh, this is interesting.
What boyfriend is she talking about?
I don't know. Apparently she had all kind of lovers that we don't know about. Look, Shauna's popular, man. She knows folks. But we don't know what happened to said boyfriend. Or what boyfriend she's talking about. Yeah. She could just be saying that shit to throw him off. You never know. We know she'll lie a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. She got to make her point. Let's see what happens. Right? He wasn't scared. He's like, he gonna call her fucking bluff. I can't wait to see how dumb Kodiak really is. He playing with Shauna. She gonna make him eat it. She gonna make him eat it.
Man.
What else is going on the rest of this? Nothing. The rest of that is just okay. All right. So that's that. So let's see. Stop sharing that. Talk amongst yourselves and come over here and grab this other link and see what it's about. So what we got going on? What you guys thinking?
I'm thinking Kodiak's about to get a bullet.
I just think.
Sean,
I mean,
like,
she's.
why?
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Shauna's not the one to test because Shauna will pull that fucking trigger.
Yeah, and why are you? I mean, if you're thinking it from Kodiak's mind point, he knows he's probably going to get killed anyway. Once they get after that 6-day hike, he could die anyway because he saw them eating somebody. So he, why not have some big balls and just confront them? And if they try to keep them longer, like Ty said, let's just keep them a little longer till we clean things up. Well, he knows, well, that's going to not end well for me either.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to wait and see. That's still a little bit Kool-Aid on my damn shirt. Some bitch. I learned how to drink out of a cup.
Did you dribble?
I mean, it did a little bit. It's fucking bullshit. All right, let's see.
They make sippy cups.
I know. I think I need one at this point. All right, let's see where I'm sharing something here in a minute. There's a lot of housewives out there that do drink their liquor out of sippy cups, I hear, or their wines.
There sure are.
Maybe I should start being one of them. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is off Reddit. Okay. All right, well, let's see. Let me start back over from here. Put the sound up. All right, so it's not going to be the best quality. It looks like it is one that somebody took maybe like off their TV or something like that. But it is what it is. It's what we got, and we're going to check it out. Oh, wait, it's not sharing the sound, though. Okay, turn it up more.
Can you do this? It should be obvious by now.
Oh, it's quiet. I'm sorry. I got it turned up. Go back a little bit.
Obvious by now.
I don't know if y'all can hear it.
I think that said it. Why are you doing this? And Shauna's like, it should be obvious by now. Shauna's evil. Shauna's crazy.
It should be obvious. She's defending her family, and this bitch is stalking her. See, Jen says just got to a playground at like 2 p.m. All the sippy cups the moms have. LOL. Right? I'm telling you, man. I might have to invest in. Is it that time I have to be a damn sippy cup mom? Some bitch. Would you eat that skin? Hell nah. Tell Shauna you eat it, bitch. Tell him I ain't scared. So you can't be scared of Shauna. Mari got scared too. She didn't really fight back. She let Shauna kick her ass too. I'm like, fuck that. I mean, Shauna be battling it out. She just don't even know. All right, let's see. I don't know. Oops, sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear it as well. Let's see.
You don't get to tell everyone what to do, Shauna. Well, I already did. And they're gonna do it.
Yeah, so we saw that. Oh shit. And then we're gonna get to see Melissa. She running for her damn life. Shauna gonna kill her. Shauna gonna get her.
I promise you.
Get her, Shauna. Hell yeah. Shauna gonna run her ass over. I think that Shauna gonna run her over. Did you see that? Did you see that real quick? I'm sorry. I don't know. I should be so happy about it. But I just don't like Melissa. Is she gonna get her ass?
I was just about to say I'm gonna feel bad when Melissa dies, and then Scarlett says I shouldn't be laughing at it, but I just don't like her.
Yeah, who was driving the car? I don't know. I'm assuming it's Shauna, but I don't know that for a fact because it's not Shauna's car.
It looks like Misty or Ty.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe.
They were trying to.
Misty's car. Is it Misty's?
Well,
No,
Misty
she has a
didn't have
gray.
her car though, right? They were at the hospital.
Right.
I wouldn't be shocked if one of them bitches hot-wired something.
Yeah.
Let's just add Grand Theft Auto to the list.
See, how did she wrap the arm? Yeah, she got to wrap the arm up enough, I guess. Shauna let her do that. That may not be Shauna. I don't know. She's running around fucking out there somewhere. She's just running. But what was this vehicle? Is that the one Shauna had?
Yeah, that could possibly be Shauna's
So
van.
that could be that could be Melissa's
What if it's
car.
Walter? They're saying in the chat.
What if it's Melissa's car? Shauna could have took the keys.
Yeah.
It could be Walter.
Yeah, and that
You
could
see Shauna's minivan right there. Isn't that Shauna's minivan?
That's what I'm saying.
If
so
it's hers,
she took Shauna's car, maybe.
Ooh, what if that's the wife?
Trying to hit her?
I don't think she was trying to hit her. Maybe she was like zooming up, like, get in if you want to live. You know, Terminator style.
No, maybe.
Because it looks like she kind of like stops right in front of her.
It looked like she was running away from her, though. See, she was trying to run away.
I thought she got out of the minivan. Like maybe she finally decked out Shauna, got out of the minivan, and was running, and this car pulled up to get her.
Car passed her, and she's running away from the car, and the car swerves back around.
It'd be crazy if it was Jeff and Callie.
Oh shit! It could have been.
But I don't know. Somebody driving like that, wheeling backwards like that. Shauna probably, but it could be Walter.
It could be anybody. We're gonna get to find out.
Melissa might have had to call Walter to come get him, and that was him recognizing. Because look up at the van. Go back to that shot that you were on.
Which one? With
the car kind of wheeling around, and go far enough where you can see the van. Keep going. Is that somebody?
Oh shit! Hang on.
Is that somebody off the passenger side of the van?
I can't tell if it's that or a shadow. It doesn't. Let me see if I can. Oh shit! It goes too far. I can't tell.
Yeah, and like Jen says, it could be Jeff and Callie because if Callie has a phone tracker.
Mm-hmm. I'm just catching up with you guys in the chat. It could be. Definitely could have been tracking her, possibly. Or it could be, what the hell is Van popping off in the scene with her? Well, it could be Misty, Ty, and Van. Maybe they killed Melissa as a sacrifice to the wilderness on Van's behalf.
Or is it just edited that way to make you think? Because would Van be up and, hey, I'm better?
I don't know why she looks like she's up at all right here. She actually looks pretty much like she got color.
Did it count? Maybe it counted.
Right.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't wait to see this next. These last two episodes are going to be good.
You and I both know what comes next.
All right, so why are you showing us Van damn near dead, but we get Van not so dead here? What the fuck is going on?
Like James said, the editing of it.
I don't know. So, what the fuck? Is this like right after maybe? Cause she, or how far along after she makes her eat it is this thing? Sorry, I'm trying to get it because there was some quick stuff there.
You and I both.
We've seen that. All right, there we go. So that's where we're leaving off that last one. Okay, I was making sure I got all the little quick things in there.
What comes next?
Oh shit! Okay, so they are getting ready to do the spikes.
It could end now. You and I both know what comes next.
Oh yeah, that smile right there. I don't know, man. She's bowdy about it. I think her and Shauna's not done yet. Yeah, she gets away or something. But does Shauna get another vehicle, or does somebody else come after her? Because she abandons the vehicle too. So what happens to Shauna's van? Does somebody crash it? Why is she running out of Shauna's van like that? Like she's still being chased.
Could have run out of gas. Could have. The brakes quit working again.
The brakes.
Mm-hmm. Possibly. And for all we know, it could have still been going after the girls, right? Like it could have been that Melissa left the phone and the tape, but the brakes and the cooler were it going after Shauna, because wasn't she the last one picked?
Yeah.
Two separate real life versus supernatural, doing something at the same time, kind of overlapping as they do in the show already. Possibilities, maybe? I don't know. And then the final is we get that. And there was that Travis having put the spikes in what I'm assuming is the pit that either they're making a new pit or this is the one that Coach found.
I think it's the one Coach found, probably, because I bet Hannah tells them she has that map that has coordinates to where they left the supplies.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming it's the one Mari fell into, but I'm curious if they only have one or they make any more of them.
Kodiak. They're gonna fucking hunt Kodiak. They're gonna tell that motherfucker run. He's gonna be the next one to.
Another one bites the dust.
Pretty much.
Which one will it be? The same one that whoever Pit Girl is going to fall into, and it could be Mari. I still think it's possibly Hannah. I'm not saying it is her, but I think she's on the table for possibilities.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that girl Jen might be a possibility because of the way they keep showing her. But then again, it seems like it's going to be an outsider that's not in with the group. But I don't know. They could still hunt more of the group if somebody becomes an outsider. Because Melissa even said something like when she came back, she didn't feel like she was part of the group anymore. She never really was or something. I forget how she phrased it. So I wonder if there's any of these other ladies that feel, because there's only a few left that could be Pit Girl, right? As far as the soccer team goes. And we know it's not Akila. We know it's not Melissa, Ty, Van, or of course Lottie, Natalie, and Misty. So there's really only Mari, Skunk Girl, and then the few randoms that they threw in there.
And we could say Akila because the ethnicity does not match.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not Akila. That's what I was saying at first, not Akila. There's really only Mari, Hannah, and then those other girls that they don't make too much mention to. They're kind of background characters. There's like, what, 3 of them maybe that they showed us this season? The 3 or 4 girls. It can't be Jen, not the same body or hair. It could be that Mari kills Hannah and that sets off Shauna and she makes Mari run. It has to be Mari or Hannah as Pit Girl. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I know this was a really good episode though. For me anyways, I've liked the season so far, regardless of the craziness from the ladies and which one is out crazy or psychopath the other. But yeah, I guess if I had to pick somebody I feel most sorry for, it's Jeff. He seems, but he comes around at the end of the episode in such a weird, not weird way, but there was something about it that, like, accepting the fact that his wife might be a little bit crazy, but he's not, I don't know, it's almost like he was okay with it to a degree. I don't know. I didn't know how to take it completely. But so where was it? Here it is. Because again, we get these 2 jackasses here. They're just complete assholes. But I do love how, Jeff handled himself with him. Callie kind of got him to come out of his shell, but I like how, in a weird way, he stood up for his wife, even though she's a crazy ass bitch. I respect that. And I can't wait to see what Daddy does now, because he's going back home and he's going to get ready to do so. I don't know. Is he going to like get Shauna to admit she's crazy or something? How is that going to work out? Or is he going to go and find Shauna and help her again like they did last season? Because he was willing to help him last season too with crazy shit. So Jeff's kind of all in it. Even though he knows his lady's crazy, he seemed like he still loved her.
That's the journals and did it run away, so.
Did you walk away? It was a little quiet. I barely heard what you said, Miss Dana.
Oh yeah, no, I said he read the journals and didn't run away.
Yep. He does seem to think that they're crazy because of what happened to them out there, not necessarily that she was always crazy. It's almost as if he's thinking like, okay, they had to do all this crazy stuff to survive and yet messed her up. And although we're not clinically proven, yes, she might be a little paranoid. Like, I think he sees it as like a weird paranoia, based off having to survive, like look over your shoulder all the time, as opposed to it being maybe a little bit more that she was always kind of a little off. If she was always off, just throw it out there for you guys who think she's always crazy. But I think Jeff really does see her as just like a survivor and just having a lot of problems with it, just having to have survived. Like, because he seems to have known pretty much everything she's done.
Right.
Like, he knows about the cannibalism. He knows about the baby. He still seems to stay. So he's a pretty good guy. Jeff's all around. He even called his wife miserable as fuck, basically. She's just a miserable bitch. But I love her. If you ever had a crazy woman in your life, oh, your lady's boring as fuck. And again, Callie was getting off on that a little bit. I don't know. She was all about it. She was like, yeah, Dad, you tell him. Mom's crazy as fuck. I've never seen you love her so much in my entire life. What the fuck? I mean, she didn't say this look she had on her face. What the fuck?
So Shauna said at the table talking to Melissa, she said, or asked Melissa about killing Lottie. So that seemed to point to Shauna didn't do it. Or why would she have asked?
Well, at least it made me think like, okay, why is Shauna constantly, she's not giving up the bit if she had done it.
So put that against the DNA stuff and the phone call, the stuff that Misty and Walter have done with that. Is there any theory, Well, it sounds like Shauna didn't do it, because why would she have asked Melissa? But it sounds like she did do it, according to Walter, matching up the DNA evidence. So which one's lying? Is Walter lying, or is he still telling the truth? And how does that make sense? Is Shauna lying, or is she actually telling the truth that she didn't kill her? Or did she say it in such a way, well, I was there and she just kind of fell down the steps, so technically I didn't kill her, you know?
What episode did Misty go to get the stuff from Lottie when she died? The samples. I don't know what episode that was.
It had to
Is
be
that like
more,
episode
like
4?
6. It seemed like more. It was 5 or
might have been 5 or 6. I can't remember.
It was probably around 5, because we've had a few episodes in between.
Yeah, because it took her. Well, she went there. Was it before then?
Might have even been 4.
No, 4 is when they go to the.
Because the episode before that, it was
4 is when Lottie dies, I think.
That was the end scene.
Yeah, 4 is when the day Lottie was still alive.
So it'd be 5 then.
Let's see. Trying to get to where she goes to the body. Was it? I thought that was pretty early on in the episode, but maybe not. It might be 6. Because it might be. Oh, let's see. She goes there. That's the. Oh, dang it! What episode was it? Oh, here it is. Okay, yep. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah. All right. So there it is. I'm trying to see when she. All right. She gets hair from somewhere. Because I got the image. I got screenshots, motherfuckers. Hang on. Stand by. Stand by. We're at the shit.
We need
All right.
music. Like elevator music.
Goddamn receipt. Shit, that's not the right one. Did not just close that shit out. No, okay, hang on. I gotta bring that there. Stop playing around with me. There it is.
Travis died because he wanted to hang himself or something, and
well, remember we went over that death scene. That was a really weird reaccounting from Lottie.
So he
yes,
died.
According to Lottie.
Lottie seemed to kill him. That's what I took from it.
Okay, I'm curious. Where did she? All right, that was hair sample. I don't know if that was from. Let's see. That wasn't from under the nails. So what was under the nails was paint.
And supposedly skin.
Was it skin?
Well, that's
because I know she got the paint underneath the nails.
That's what.
And she got the hair. She got the hair.
Hair. I think that's a fabric. That looks way too thick to be a hair sample.
Okay, so it was just fabric.
Yeah, that looks
it looked
more
like hair.
I
thought it was hair that she got on the nails because you could see it here on the nails as well. She got I thought it was paint.
Yeah, no, that's way too thick to be a strand of hair.
Well, not a strand of hair. I thought it was cause see here the little strands.
No, I really think that's fabric.
It could be fabric, yeah. And she got the paint chip, but I mean, she had to get the DNA, so supposedly that was skin.
I'm about to go back and watch this episode now because I'm curious as to what the DNA was. Because I remembered her getting what I thought was a hair sample, and then the that was the dark stuff from the wall, the paint or whatever.
Yeah, because she matched up the little sliver or whatever you call it. She kind of held it up to the wall even.
Because I thought it was she had ripped the hair out. So it was if she had ripped somebody's hair out, there would be a nice little chunk of hair all in the nails.
Yeah.
But
I mean, either way, it seemed to point to Shauna, according to Walter.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
I'm just
it
thinking
is,
somebody planted that shit.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man. I can't let it go, man. I think they fucking with Shauna. And I ain't saying they ain't justified in doing so. There's all kinds of reasons to go after Shauna for some of the things she did. I just don't see completely why Shauna completely would have murdered Lottie out of all the folks, and then why she's still like, why would she bring it up to Melissa? Like, why did you kill Lottie? Like, why even mention that to her like that? There's plenty of other stuff to go after her for that she's coming after you personally for. Like, to throw it out there, knowing, like, if you knew that she didn't kill Lottie and you killed Lottie, like, you saying it to her just seems so fucking ridiculous. Like, who are you fooling?
Okay,
Because you
but
know that she knows that she didn't do it.
right. And to explain the DNA side, you would say it was planted, or Walter's lying.
Well, Walter plants stuff all the time, doesn't he? And he was already ahead of Melissa, or not Melissa, Misty, on everything with the crime scene, right? He was. I mean, were you going to say he didn't already kind of come here and get some evidence, or even plant some evidence? Because he was baiting Misty into figuring stuff out in his own way, right? Here's the garbage I've already went through from Lottie's apartment. Let's see if you can't find anything. He was already at the penthouse upstairs. You're going to say he didn't go down here first? Because we question that, right? Like, why didn't he go? Did he not check out the body? Did he not check out the bottom stairway? He was just in the penthouse. So if Walter is working with Melissa, he would be the one to plant things like that. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I know she got a friend in me. Shauna, you got a friend in me. Right. Don't eat me or kill me. Because, you know, you got a friend in me. That's right. I'm trying not to die here. I'm surviving. I'm Team Shauna. You see what happens when you cross her. She grabbed that damn gun like it was nothing.
She's the queen. Or the leader. They I guess Lottie kind of elected her, but everybody else went with it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see what they give us.
I don't know. But again, these are things too. After even we watch the season, we go back and do the rewatch. Will definitely be things to note, and get some screenshots of our own sort of things that we're curious about, kind of timeline of things, to kind of see where we can't see anything, because there's still a lot from the first two seasons. When I was going back to do kind of the road so far, that I was like, man, I did not remember all these little details that happen, and particularly with the visions and stuff that are weird, and the things that the girls are seeing, not just in the past but in the present, because Lottie's weird reaccounting of Travis's death, that's a present moment where she has all kinds of weird things going on that she sees. And again, it's Lottie, of course, but with the way the show is and the way that we don't know if what she saw was part of supernatural stuff or just Lottie crazy. She didn't seem to be and she seemed to be a little bit more control of herself, but in that moment, when she recounted it, it was as if she was back to worshiping whatever the fuck that was, which I don't know if she ever stopped. So I don't know. Lottie that whole death scene was weird, the recounting of it.
Yes, because you can't believe or trust it.
But I don't know.
It wasn't like an actual flashback we got. We got a flashback according to Lottie's account of it.
Right.
And
if
since
Lottie
is so fucking
somebody, why we didn't see any marks that we could tell or that were noticeable on that they've made us aware of anyways, on Shauna or on Callie. So whatever happened.
But now, wouldn't it be some fucked up shit? Because we know that out of nowhere, Travis called Lottie, right? And was starting to explain it's back, whatever happened, it's back on. He reached out to Lottie. What if Aquila planted that seed within Travis? Like, oh, I've been getting visions again. Have you been getting visions again? And he fell off the wagon, started doing his drugs again. I'm telling you how you have like your team showed up. Team Aquila's behind all this fucking mess.
I think Lottie
And then
fucked up Travis.
he pulled in Lottie, and then the dominoes just began to fall.
It could be. I mean, Aquila could be. I just don't see Aquila's motive yet.
The motive is she's got what fucking Looney Tunes. She really thought she's some fucking antler
Yeah,
queen
but why
type
go after
person or whatever.
Shauna? She didn't have any like
Why go after
personal.
any of them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
You
all
don't
of them,
need
for the
some. You
most
don't.
part, I can come up with like a reason. But Aquila, I don't have any reason of knowing why she would go after the group. She was very team group
As of
oriented.
now,
Even when we saw that clip, she was like, "What's going on? Like, what's happening?" Like, she doesn't seem like one that's, you know.
we haven't seen her downfall yet.
We'll have to wait and see.
I'm just saying that would make for such a good fucking twist. Like here we're thinking this one's crazy, that one's crazy, and there's Aquila behind the curtain the entire time. Wahaha. Twirling her mustache. Wahaha. Wahaha. I got all you bitches.
And Aquila could be. And again, we go back to the rewatch. There's several scenes now that we've seen Lottie as the one in the headdress. Doesn't mean anything, but they have at least shown it to us.
Yeah,
which
they
is more
have,
than
but
the
again,
note that they haven't shown us.
Nope, yep. You're right. But again, we just don't know what they're showing. Is it something that happened or was it a vision of some kind? They didn't determine that. They didn't give us that part of it. Yes, we've seen flashes of her in the headdress, but we don't know we don't know what that was yet until we see the actual scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because imagine, like Lottie's like making her think that she's this prophet, this whatever. What if she really runs with that?
Mm-hmm.
You
Well, I
know?
think she's kind of doubting it because the way she looked at Lottie when she seen it, she was like, "Is this real or not?" And she looked as if she was slightly ashamed or like worried to even tell Lottie. But I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong.
It'll
I've
be
been wrong
interesting.
plenty times before.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't wait to
that could
see.
all be fucking wrong. It could be somebody we didn't even fucking know, and who knows?
We'll have to wait and see what the next episode gives us. And again, we got 2 more left in the season. And then we will get down to the rewatch parties of that and really dive into the entirety of Yellowjackets again to really refresh ourselves. And even like Fletcher was saying, where is this? Like, not that one. Hang on. There was another one. It's us rewatching season 1 and not having Melissa, right? So where was she this whole time? Was she there during season 1? Did she just kind of pop up?
Yes, and I think that's something the showrunners actually put out because people noticed that the group increased from season 1 to season 2, and they gave an explanation for it. The explanation's escaping me, but I believe if you Google it, they did say because people were questioning that because there was an increase in people from season 1 to season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, what the fuck? And they gave some bullshit reason to why.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there was an increase of people from the initial people we saw in season 1 to the group in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
More girls just happened to pop up.
Yeah, you just have to take it that they were just in the background and we just didn't really see them.
Mm-hmm. It was something like that.
Yeah. And I can go with that, especially watching the show like I'm watching it and as the show progresses. But like, Fletch says, if you go back and watch season 1, it throws you off a little bit. Like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah. You don't see her, and then all of a sudden, bitch just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah. Especially after you've watched if you watch the season all the way through, and you go back, you're like, well, these characters weren't in season 1, but you didn't know that when you first watched season 1 if you watched it in real time as far as when it came out.
Yep.
So yeah, a lot of questions. I mean, I like the writing. I like the show. It is a great show. It is, especially if everything comes out not being stupid or, just something that they were just playing with us or something like that. If it keeps being where it has a good resolve at the end, it'll be a great series because they've really kept it on the fence. And as far as the writing goes, they've done a pretty good job overall, and especially keeping the supernatural question there the whole time.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. Keeping us jumping back and forth as to what is actually, if anything, is supernatural or if it's all in their heads. It's pretty good because the survivors that we have left, I mean, for the most part, are pretty fucking crazy. Like I said, Van might be the only slightly sane one of them all. I have to say somebody's sane. And she ain't looking too good.
If you have to give that title to anybody, yes, Van is definitely the least batshit crazy out of all these girls.
Yeah, she doesn't want Ty doing all this crazy shit. She's like, "Oh, don't do that shit for me." And then we'll find out how that works out for her when she comes back too. She tells Ty, "Hey, I saw this while I was kind of in and out of it," or if she just takes it as, a part of her because of the cancer and being on drugs or whatever. If she starts, because I mean, that's still open, right? Van's kind of the only one that's slightly thinks something's going on with Ty. But nobody else has picked up on it yet, right? I don't think.
Yeah.
And that's a whole, like I said, that's a whole nother, like, I know it's involved with whatever the hell is going on to some degree, but it's such a question mark as to what it is, right? Like, 'cause I still don't know if it's part of Ty herself, like a split personality gone fucking wild, or if this is some other it that has latched onto her in some way and is trying to, like, well, I thought, before this episode that it was taking her over, kind of like we talked about with the movie and it, being and now she's in the further kind of thing. But now with it talking to her the way it did in the hospital, that was, I don't know, which one am I on? I got to get back to the other screenshots. Man, I kill myself with these tabs. All right. That part was interesting because then it seemed as if, okay, well, maybe it is allowing her to go back and forth, but then I don't know, it confused me. Because she walks in and then she hears it like she's knocking at the door. And was that the same clothes she was wearing before, or was this a different outfit? Like, see, it's two different outfits, right? No. She's got the jacket on over it, maybe.
Fletch, I believe it was Travis that called Lottie to where he was for her help. If I remember correctly.
I can't remember if she was reaching out to him first.
Story. I think that's the story Lottie gave.
Yeah, because it was a weird thing. Because
even
when we watched
it,
it was weird. Yeah. Like the way she was telling it to Natalie was like she was trying to explain it, but actually we have that whole death scene in the Discord, that whole like breakdown we did on that. I have it pinned to one of the channels in there. We can always go back and rewatch it. We can do that in the Discord with you guys. Like I can do more of that, like the clips and stuff like that to go over. We can go through every one of the episodes. I can do all that a little bit better in the Discord, without having to worry about getting in trouble than we can on YouTube. So yes, if you haven't joined the Fever Discord, I'll drop that again for anyone that's hanging out.
One night, if everybody in the chat wants, if there are clips you want the three of us to like talk further about with you guys in the Discord, maybe we could set up a Discord night and do what we kind of do here, like how the three of us are talking and you guys can join in the conversation. And we could watch whatever clips you guys want. if there's anything, because we're more free in the Discord than we are on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Let me come back over here and I'm going to post that Discord link again, just in case, because, yeah, we get to do a little bit more freely over in the Discord than we do here, and that's okay. It is what it is.
Scarlett can go into much more detail.
Oh my God,
Yes,
you just
she
don't even know
can.
the details that we go into.
She
Discord,
can
that's where,
further
look,
explain.
Jen knows. She hung out with us in the Discord last night when we watched Severance, and you get all the behind the scenes type of stuff.
Yes.
Jen needs, her name is like Jen. I did a 45-point PowerPoint presentation with brains overlapping other graphs and shit to
She's
totally
smart.
explain Severance.
No,
Jen
we're
the
gonna get
teacher.
to that too as we go through the Severance stuff. Like, she was on it.
It was some good stuff.
And Jen is definitely on it. Yes, wilderness discussion Discord night. Yes, so Wednesday night we're gonna get through Severance. I really want to wrap Severance up. And there's gonna be a little giveaway with that. So we're gonna finish that watch party, and so I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks we'll be done with kind of finished off with Severance about the time Yellowjackets is closed out, maybe a week after, just depending on scheduling. And then we'll start diving into Yellowjackets fully. Like I said, we'll go back, starting with season 1. And as we're going through, I'll try to collect anything that you guys want as far as screenshots. We'll make notes, all that kind of good stuff. I'll have that all in a file folder of its own, and then we can go back over it and kind of dive into it for as many, we'll do a few streams on it so folks who can't join the Discord at least see what we came up with. And yeah, just see what all has happened. I mean, because we still got 2 episodes left, so we have no idea how the season's going to truly end and what they're going to give us and what they're going to leave us hanging with. And for me, I still feel like all these episodes have been pretty decent. I'm up there at least an 8.5 with the episode that we got this week. Not that there was anything lacking, just, it's a good solid episode in my opinion. We got some more stuff going forward. The ending definitely gives it almost to a 9 because, I mean, Shauna just ripped. That was like the callback to Mari too, so I love that. But there's still, I'm giving it a 9. I changed my mind. I'm entitled. I'm a woman. I give it a 9. All right, Dave. What about, all right, James. Sorry.
It's 8.5. It's, if anything, 8.5. Could be a 9. Just the like you say, the confrontation between Shauna and Melissa, and them finally showing Melissa and it actually being her, and that reveal and all of that stuff. So it really, I think we were working our way up to this point, this episode, the whole season. And now it's like, where can we even go from here? So I think we're in a good point, and it could end up being a really great season overall. So yeah, 8.5 could be a 9.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Miss Dana? And chat, let us know as well where you rate the episode.
I'm right there with you, Scarlett. I'm at a 9. I loved this episode. I thought it really gave us kind of insight to, just the what's going on with the episode, and I enjoyed the confrontation between Melissa and Shauna, and I even enjoyed Misty this episode. Like, she had some, like, the way she was talking to Shauna, and then the way she was like dealing with Ty, and like leaving her little messages like, you get in the car, you come back here.
Right.
Like,
and how she was like having to talk to Jeff and stuff. Like, oh God.
Yeah, like this was definitely one of the better episodes. So I'm right there with you around a 9.
Yeah, I did. I love this. He's just like, what do you mean? But have you seen Shauna? Oh, wasn't she supposed to be with you guys? Yeah, well, she's not. Would you tell me what the hell's going on? Like, yeah, it was good. Poor goddamn Jeff. Like, he was struggling this episode as if he hasn't been struggling. You could see the wear on that man's soul.
Yes.
Let's see what you
Yes.
guys are saying. See, Jen says, this episode was a 9 for me, not as action-packed, but Jeff stood up for himself. Callie spoke out about Shauna. Ty switches like a daywalker, and the eat it ending. I could not agree more, Jen. That is a perfect sum up for the way I feel as well. Those were pretty much all the good highlights, and I'm sure there were plenty more, but yeah, that pretty much sums it up for me as well. See, Fletcher says, I'll give this episode 7 Jackie ears. Wow. Vic says, the end alone makes it a 9. Nice.
Yeah, speaking of Jackie ears, they're gonna come out with a line of snacks.
Oh God, are they serious? Are they gummies or like cheese puffs?
Probably like little cracker things or something. Jackie ears, pieces of Coach.
Like I could see it as cheese puffs or gummies, because they already do the body part gummies, and you get them like around Halloween time. It's like an eyeball and I don't know, like a finger or something. I can't remember. But they had like different little like face body parts and stuff. They already make it. Oh yeah.
Bits of Coach, bits of Melissa.
Well, and Melissa's not dead yet.
But there's still little bits of her.
Well, you're gonna get like the skin.
She took a bite out of Melissa and was like, eat it.
I know. So how are you gonna get that? Is it just gonna be like a little skin chunk they put in the bag?
Little skin chunks, I guess.
Body crackers instead of animal crackers, says Jen.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, to each their own. You never know. It might taste good. What flavor will they make them? Like strawberry or some shit like that.
But see, my overall theory is once we get to the end of the show, you see that Shauna has really been eating people this whole time.
That'll be intense.
And she's really the evil.
I can't remember if I posted that already. So I reposted the link to the Discord for you guys, in case if I forgot somewhere along the way. But this was
God,
good.
that would be so intense.
And this was good. And I'm still really looking forward to. All right, what are you guys looking forward to most on the next episode? I really am looking forward to Ty a little bit now. And of course, Melissa and what's going to happen with that. Like, I feel like the Melissa and Shauna thing is kind of course, something we're going to want to see how that resolves. But I'm really kind of curious about what is going to happen with Ty, because her little alter ego is getting a little intense. She might kill somebody. I'm waiting to see if she's going to kill somebody.
I think it depends on Van's condition.
Mm-hmm.
If she gets worse, Ty will definitely kill somebody.
I still love that. That is probably one of the most comical moments of the entire show, and the fact that it's in a most morbid way. But does it count? I didn't. Did it count? The eating of skin. Do you think Van makes it through this season? Ooh, I don't know. Well, possibly. I really don't know, because I don't know if the it is real, and if Ty kills somebody that'll save her or not. So it's really all up in the air for me. I can't.
Kind of depends on if.
So now my question to you guys: if for some reason Van has another miraculous recovery, are you guys back to leaning towards there's something more supernatural than we thought?
It's a possibility. Yeah, I was just saying it depends on if Van gets better and what Dark Ty does according to that. Like, does she really kill somebody and she gets better, or does she just get better because this guy died? It doesn't seem like it works that way. So yeah, I don't know. Or if Van dies, does that disprove it? Does it work the other way if she dies?
Mm-hmm. So what part are you guys looking forward to the most, James, on the next episode? What's something you want to see?
I'm kind of with you. The Melissa Shauna thing out on the road and what's happening there, it does look like maybe it could be Jeff and Callie. So that interaction, especially if Shauna's not there, you know, if she left Shauna behind and she's got her van and that's Jeff and Callie, that'll be pretty interesting. Like, hey, what's going on here? Where's my wife? That's her van.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, some of the stuff in the past too, I can't wait to see how that plays out with the spikes, the pit.
Getting there. It's like we're getting to that opening scene. We're really close.
And what about you, Dana? What's something you're really looking forward to they might show in this episode, this next one?
I am really interested to see if we get anybody else. I'm hoping that we're going to get a twist to where either Walter is not who he says he, like, just something. I hope we get that real good finale to where it's going to leave us with like either we discover Walter has something to do with it. There's another survivor that's behind it. That like cliffhanger that's just going to have us talking. So I really can't wait to see the build up for next episode leading into the finale.
No, some good things to look forward to. I don't know where they're gonna go with it. I can't wait to find out. Like I said, I can't wait to see what happens with all of our characters. Will they ever go back to the wilderness to finish it off, as some of you guys are saying in the chat? Let's see, what was it? I just seen it. Yeah. Nope, not that one. Where was it? Yeah, here it is. Jen says, I think if she
get
dies.
our last moment?
Yep.
We gotta go back. We have to go back to the island.
Jen says, I think if she dies, it will give Ty a good reason to return to the wilderness. And it very well could. We see a moment in the next episode, or at least in the trailer, of Van looking okay, and another one where she was not looking very okay at all. So something could happen. And we don't know who's going to be, coming after Melissa in the car. And that is an interesting one in and of itself, right? Because she does take off in the car and they're looking for her. I don't know how they track her unless, again, Callie's, her little skills that she seems to have. But if they do track them down and then they find her, yeah, they may not be too happy to, because they're assuming that, oh shit, mom's right. There's a stalker, right? Oh, we said mom's crazy, but here it is, mom's van. Mom's disappeared. This chick's kind of beat up a little bit. What the hell's going on? Is this the stalker? Yeah. That would be a very interesting kind of.
The thing that's kind of leads me to believe that it may not be them is they went so far, like to wherever Melissa was in a different state or whatever. So, if Jeff and Callie, it would almost have to be that she either tracked her or maybe Shauna, in the trailer, we see her, maybe looks like she's just kind of walking down the road or something, or just outside. Maybe she actually called Jeff and said, hey, can you come get me? Because her car was taken or something. That's true. And that's how it could be Jeff and Callie. But, I mean, it could be Walter for sure.
But would they have been able to make it in time?
That's the thing. Melissa could have called Walter. So that's another option.
The only other one I would think that would have time to get there maybe is Ty and them, or Misty, if she leaves Ty and Van behind. Otherwise, I don't know who's in the mystery car. It'd have to be, I guess, either Walter, Misty, or
Misty caved and called Walter.
Maybe. But, yeah, maybe. It was just weird because I took it like they were about to hit her with the car, but that could have just been the way they wanted it to play out and make it look. And it's somebody trying to help her. Because I don't know who that is in the car, really, honestly, now that we're talking about it. Because I'm like, yeah, it can't be, because Callie and them are too far away. There's no way they can make it there in time.
Right. And Walter had the Mustang, but he could have a different car, I guess.
Because I can't imagine that Shauna could hold Melissa hostage for too long, because her wife and kid are going to come home at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Walter was following them, because he does know that they were driving out to figure something out, right? Like she told him, she knew that he knew that they were. Well, I don't know what she told him actually, or what he knew. I don't know how much Walter has hacked in on Misty, because I wondered when after he put in the plate on Colicchio's or whatever, the bird's cage. Remember, he put that whole metal plaque on there and welded it and such. I wondered if he ever put a camera on that to kind of keep track of Misty. But then I was like, nah, he's not that crazy. Or is he?
Misty was.
I know, but he seemed like he was trying to. I couldn't tell if it seemed like something he cared about. But then I was like, now that we're talking about it, like, did he maybe put something on it so he could track what the hell they were doing?
I mean, that would only track what she did in the living room.
Yeah, I mean, it's something. He could have put some more devices around. That's just the one I could pinpoint. Because he was all up in her house that day, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he could have tapped her phone also.
True. Yeah, I didn't say it yet. Walter lived in Missy's house for a while. He has to have tapped her house. No, I don't know. Questionable things. Still got some questionable things. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they had to bury their man. Yep. He is no more. They got to bury him. I'm trying to make sure there was anything else in the episode before we wrap it up for the night. Because I know I went heavily in on a few points, and I don't know if we caught everything in the episode. I think we covered it pretty good.
No, this discussion was fun.
Now we got the girls 20 question in them. Again, yeah, Natalie from the get-go, she jumps up. I still can't. That's something I truly can't wait to see too. Is sort of that power struggle, and then Lottie kind of in the middle with it, to see who ends up kind of finally gaining the power in the end. I think Lottie is going to be the headdress chick. She just keeps. I would not been. I wish they would have showed us that when but they didn't show it to us. But man, I wonder if she kept that. She kept the necklace, right? Lottie kept the necklace. I wonder if she kept the whole headdress at her retreat place, her cult retreat, and we just never got to see it. Like one of her rituals or some shit.
I mean, she might have made a new one, but surely she didn't bring the exact one, right?
She could have made a replica.
Maybe. I don't know. Lottie crazy as hell. I would put shit past her ass.
Yeah, she's Lottie's questionable. Shauna's questionable. Like you say, Van is about the only one.
Right? She's not the only sane one, and she ain't looking too good.
And Mari's never done anything wrong.
Well, she gave up Coach pretty easily. She wasn't exactly good with that. And he was trying to help her, and she totally kicked the shit out of him. He was crippled.
Yeah. I was exaggerating a little bit. She's just a gullible one a little bit. I
don't know. All these girls, they ain't enough there. Oh, and then we still got the random, maybe Barbara. I forgot about Barbara, the therapist lady.
Who isn't really a
therapist. Yeah.
And
did she call her maybe? I don't know, because she popped up in this
the questionable thing that I've never went to a therapist, but if I had a trauma, like I ate people out in the woods, could I talk to my therapist without really telling my therapist what I did? Like, I've got this trauma. I can't really tell you what it is. Can you help me? I mean, that's the thing. Did Melissa tell Barbara everything?
Right. I wonder how much she told Miss Barbara.
If Barbara's actually
a real person.
Yeah, real.
Yeah. If we believe anything that Melissa says, absolutely. I'm on track with that, James. I don't believe anything just about out of Melissa's mouth.
I mean, you're very convincing, and it does seem all true.
Very forceful, in my opinion.
I guess the way I see it is, just because I might think Melissa is full of shit doesn't make me Team Shauna.
Yeah, I get that. Look, man, I get it. I'm just, saying Shauna's not as she's bad. I get she's bad. I just don't think she's as evil.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on we don't know yet for sure.
There's a lot of evil. Lottie to me was the most evil of them all.
Yeah, she had like no empathy, like
Lottie straight up axed a man in the back of the head, and we forget.
Like with Travis,
reason.
and eat his brains. And like with Travis, he could have been like, okay, let me down, or oh my God, I just blacked out. She should have let him down, but she's like, oh, he needs to probably stay a couple more seconds,
And I still feel like she's using Shauna right now, because Shauna's a pretty good weapon, but yeah, I think she's kind of behind them staying back. Like she's a damn witch. Okay, she had an altar back in season 2. They had altars. They were sacrificing shit. She's talking to spirit. Lottie is playing around with shit that she don't even playing around with, and she's encouraging it. And not only that, she's like happy about it. Like she's just very energetic about it, smiling, like all about it.
That's why her family has her in a hospital.
Exactly. She's the craziest one of them all. That's why I said I wish she kind of hadn't died yet, because now it's all on Shauna. But that's bullshit. Lottie was Misty. We forget, she caused a lot of motherfucking. Did she not try to poison Coach? Or did poison him? Didn't Misty do that?
Tried, but then they took the mushrooms and everybody ended up getting kind of
fucked up, right? Misty, along with the box she broke. I mean, I could go down the list of how these motherfuckers is all kinds of jacked up. My whole thing with Shauna is I don't think she's the most evil of all. And I can kind of reason most of Shauna's shit.
She's just stressed out, yo.
No, it ain't just Shauna's legit about like defending
she's just the
her
darkest.
shit. Well, she's all about defending shit. Like when she is the whole thing with Melissa to me and her going after that and the way she did, it's because she's like, no, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with my family. And you're not going to do that. I don't think she's ever been about people just fucking with shit. Like, she don't like it. You fuck around, you find out with Shauna.
So if Melissa eats the skin, Shauna will be like, okay, cool. Since you did that, I think you're legit.
No. She just wants to let her know. She's just letting her know. No, that I won't tell your family. Like she said, I won't tell your family what you did if you eat this. She didn't say she's going to let her go.
That's just evil.
That's not evil. That's letting somebody who has stalked you and your family and fucked around, let her know. While she still got the mysterious tape that was the only evidence of what the fuck they have done, sends it to my house, and is married to the daughter of the woman we killed. Yeah, and faked your death, by the way. That's just the quick, Reader's Digest version. There's plenty of other things that Melissa has done as well. I'm all about it. I can debate. Let's do the shit. I'll come with receipts. No, Shauna's not a victim. See, y'all can misunderstanding me. I'm not saying Shauna's a victim. I'm just saying she's not. I don't see her as like the most evil of all the cast. I say equal to, but not most evil.
Until you see season 5 when she's been eating people all this time.
Well, I don't know, man. She didn't seem like she was the one that wanted to really eat people. And they all kind of did that shit together in like a weird fucking way. And then it sort of kind of just started happening. I don't think that was like Shauna started that.
No.
Like she deliberately started it.
Off-site.
No, they burned the body of Jackie, and out of their starvation or the wilderness fucking with their head or whatever, then they all partook of it. It wasn't like they were like, "Hey, let's." I don't remember Shauna saying, "Let's go eat Jackie."
Oh no, no,
She
no,
didn't
no.
say let's go eat Jackie, but she nibbled on that ear.
I know she did, but that was like a weird. Like she'd been with the body, and they even made note that it wasn't
She
healthy
took a
for
nosh.
her. It wasn't
She
healthy for
took a
her to be
nosh.
staying with the body like that. Like, and it wasn't healthy,
She had
right?
a,
Like, I
she had
mean,
she had a Jackie appetizer
because that was
before
after
the
the
meal
baby,
was
even, right?
presented.
Like, she had just dealt with the loss of the baby, and then she felt guilty
No,
for
she was still
Jackie.
pregnant at the. She was
Oh,
still
was she still
pregnant at that point.
pregnant? Okay, well, even more so.
Mhm.
Then she really shouldn't. Yeah, then that's even more. Okay, well, so she's under all kinds of fucked up hormones and in a goddamn cooler with her best friend
But
that
I'm just
she
saying,
feels
she
responsible
had an
for.
appetizer before the main course.
Yeah, if
She
that's what
noshed.
you want to call it.
She noshed.
No, I think
Dabble.
she died, and they were going to burn her body, and that's when like the snow fell on it and it barbecued it, and then they ate it at that point, right?
Yes.
And so
I
yeah, it's
remember her
not,
eating on
I
the
mean,
ear for like hunger. I thought it was out of like a weird trying to keep part of your friend with you. It was like this weird fucking moment.
yeah,
No,
that
she was
was
hungry. She was hungry.
yeah, I guess that was before they set her on fire, as Fletch is asking.
Yeah, no, it was before they set her on
Yeah.
fire, but I thought it
As
was
far as the
like
ear. Yeah, it seemed
I
like
didn't think
hunger.
she was it hunger? I can't
I don't
remember. I didn't think it
that's
was out
just
of
what
hunger.
yeah, that's just the way I remember it, but if I watched it back, it may totally be because she was talking to her the whole
Same. I
time.
remember it being out of hunger.
Oh well, we're gonna go back and find out. See, that's the stuff we gotta go back and rewatch because I can't fucking remember it completely.
Yeah, because that's trauma. I mean, if you start saying, "Well, why is she so?" Why are they also effed up? I mean, that's some. If you start
Oh
going
hell
through
yeah.
everything that's happened to them, that
Oh
builds
hell
up.
yeah.
That's some trauma right there.
These bitches been through some stuff.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna rewatch all of it in its entirety. Like I said, we got 2 more weeks left. We should be able to finish with Severance by then, especially if we're doing like 3 episodes at a time. Because I'll try to do Wednesday night Severance and then again maybe on that Sunday night, and that'll get us. We might do a 4 episode somewhere in there. I'm not sure because I'm trying to get through it. I don't want to say speed through it, but I want to make sure we kind of get through it, and then we can catch up on Yellowjackets right after. And we just be watch partying for the next couple months. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, good episode. Great conversation tonight with everybody. Great theories, and I loved it. It was fun. I got heated. You know, it is what it is. But I can't wait to see so much that they
Heated
have to
about
show
what? How
us.
many things? People can't expect us just because we're besties. We're not going to agree on everything.
Oh no, I just got heated in my own respect about Melissa.
Scarlett, I would still kill a bitch for you.
Oh,
You
I
know
know
that.
Oh, I know. Oh no, that we didn't. I didn't feel like there was heat between me and you. I'm saying I just personally, the heat is between
Don't
me
get
and
it
Melissa,
twisted.
and I can't stand Melissa's ass. I hope Shauna takes her out in the next episode. But anyways, guys, I hope you all had a great time. We had an absolute pleasure always hanging out, talking.
And possibly, guys, Thursday night, we might be doing a hangout stream. Nothing planned, nothing crazy on my channel, just to have some fun. So if you guys want to just come out and hang out, James, if you want to just come hang out, I want to just test the waters on my channel. So we might be just doing a hangout stream, talking about anything and everything.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yep, it's been a good one, a fun one to talk about for sure. This one.
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you, all you guys in the chat, all of our channel members, and everyone subscribed and liked, and all the love you guys give us. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, we will see you all Wednesday for Severance Watch Party in the Discord, and then Thursday night and on Dana's channel for some hangout, and then we'll be back Friday night. I don't know. We're gonna work out the Friday night schedule because Severance is gone, so I'm gonna figure out. We might actually make it a watch party night. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to see what we can plan for Friday nights. We should see what else we got going on. But yeah, we'll definitely be back real soon to hang out with you guys. Till then, have a great night and a great week, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, guys.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you? I could give you everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but a little close. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run around this world all day with you. I could show you this world around you. Through my eyes, my whole view. The place I love, the place I cling to, cling to, place I cling to, cling to, cling to. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Mm-hmm.